Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ball State Esports. Tonight, we got a beautiful Smash stream for you. It is the Smash ECAC semifinals. We're going against Atlantic Cape University. And here we go. Campus actually looks the exact opposite of this today. It's actually pretty bright and sunny, but glad to be here in the Esports Center. I am Zane, a.k.a. Pokey Penguin, and I got a special caster with me today.
I am Ari, a.k.a. Boofy. I am one of the Smash players, and I will be commentating alongside you today.
Can I get the real insights?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the analytics behind the team.
Are you going to tell us, like, oh, it's at 33%? That's dangerous.
I know exactly what he's looking at.
I know the next 10 minutes exactly how they're going to play out.
Yeah, it's like, I know exactly what this guy's about to do. I know exactly what we want. I heard Galuna Gallus was on last week, and afterwards he was like, it was really fun being like, oh, this is what he's looking for, and then one of us get what we were looking for, and he was like, yes. He's like, I knew that was going to happen.
Dude, that's the best feeling. But before we get more into Smash, we do got to take a quick look at the this week's streams. So we only got 3 streams this week. We got today's stream, the ECAC semifinals for Smash Bros, which you're watching right now. Tuesday, we got a production stream. We have the Minecraft Bed Wars stream. You might have seen us play that a little bit. I think we've only really played it if you've seen our 24-hour live stream we do once every year. I know last year we did a little Bed Wars segment, so maybe you've seen that, but we'll have a full Bed Wars stream tomorrow on Tuesday, and then on Friday is the second game showcase stream, which we had our first one last week, which I've so far I've never been able to go to one. I always want to go to one because they look so cool.
Yeah, if you catch me back in middle school playing Egg Wars instead of Bed Wars, which is the same concept, got to destroy the bed but with an egg. That was my jam. But nowadays, people try too hard.
People do try too hard. Yeah, we were talking about this just a little bit ago. Just Minecraft used to be just kids having fun, and now
we can sprint and build a bridge at the same time and combo people. It's like, no, that's a fighting game thing. Minecraft, we don't need to combo people in Minecraft. We just need to play Minecraft.
We don't. Yeah, it's like,
let's crouch and build our bridge and just slowly move our way across to the center island. Nope, speed builders.
Yeah, it's like the moment they started adding in like I got like adding in shields and some other stuff. Once they started adding more stuff, I was like, okay, I think you're taking it a little too far.
The updates have been good, but it's just not OG Minecraft anymore.
It's not. It really isn't. But going back into Smash, we do have a little bit of a highlight reel to show of last week.
Bracket.
Or standings first. We're doing this. Forgot we switched that around. Going to the bracket standings. We are at the semifinals. Going against Atlantic Cape, which you were talking earlier about how we are favored in this a little bit, even though there's not like a clear favoring system in this bracket.
No, there is, and it was weird because I didn't know how they would do their seeding. I don't know what like their second outside of record is, because I believe the top 4 seeds all went undefeated. Us, Atlantic Cape, I think it's all the teams that are remaining. Salfish and UVU Wolverines all went undefeated, but we did not drop a set. So I assumed, none of these teams dropped a set. But I don't know if they dropped a set in their original round robin. But I do notice a team that they played last week, CUW Smash, but it's Concordia. We did play those early. We did play those guys earlier in the season, and we did very well against them. So.
Yeah, losing a game to them, seems like might just be the edge for our birds here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean too much, because we did drop a set to IU Cream Team last week, and we beat them 2-0 when we played them in season.
That's true. Yeah, so, it's ever-changing.
It is. That's the thing about Smash. It's also, you got to have the technical skills, but you do have to have a lot of... I'm just blanking. Got to have a lot of mentality and drive for it as well, because... Especially once you get up there in that level, it's almost more of a mental game than it is a technical game.
Oh yes, I completely agree. If you're up there and you're like freaking out, you're not going to be doing well.
Yeah. I've had my fair share.
But now we're going to go into that Smash highlight reel to show just how great our birds are. This is our last week, the match against IU Indy.
It's a comeback win, too. We were down 1-0.
Down 1-0, yeah. Lil Mac, not the best character, but still, that great reverse percentage there was.
Then we have Soup Can Sam over here on the Lucario.
Mm-hmm.
And here it goes again, bullying the Little Back a little bit more. Little Back's so terrible. Not terrible. So terrifying when he's on the ground, but when you get him off stage, he's almost a sitting duck most of the time. We got Green Spiral going with the Brawler. We got Twerp on the Dark Samus.
Yeah, great back air there.
Yes.
Just calling the villager out. And yet, that's crazy to survive that. And
yeah. Drop a bomb, bam.
Surviving a back throw at like 130 and then getting the kill at less than 100.
And then we got me up here. We got me. Later over here. They didn't know how to approach, so I just didn't.
That's kind of how you've got to play Toon Link.
Yeah.
You gotta throw bombs, you throw your sword out, and if they don't know what to do, they don't know what to do.
No. We played a win.
Mm-hmm.
Joe loves his, Soup Can Sam loves his side B off stage. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
At high percent, that aura hits like a truck.
Oh, yeah. That Lucario was, as a character I know a little bit about, but or a little bit like playing wise about, but man, that aura.
Yeah. I will say I've not met anybody who is harder on their controller playing the game than Soup over there. He has hit so many buttons, all those B reverses, aura sphere cancels. It's a lot of buttons to hit, and he had a pair of Joy-Cons. He's played on 2 Joy-Cons. So
he plays on Joy-Cons?
Yeah, he's Joy-Cons.
That's crazy because like
it's because he needs the buttons to be small enough to get all those inputs in.
Oh.
So in Pro Controllers they have the larger buttons and a larger like controller, but the Joy-Cons are so small and compact that he can do all those things.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't even thought about that. Like, because to me, I just would think like, oh, you wouldn't want to use Joy-Cons just because they get drift. Like they're known as being like the worst ones. But I guess like that's an advantage.
And honestly, at least for me, it's the exact reason he uses them. They're too small.
Yeah.
I got fat fingers. I need a bigger controller. But Joe, on the other hand, or Soup, he likes the. Sorry, Joe's very rolls off the tongue. I live with him. So.
But now we're gonna go real quick into the Atlantic Cape roster. We got a quick graphic for that.
Yeah, all right. I know these guys. The I'm EX0, EXO, I imagine is what they want to be called. They do play Mario. They definitely seem to be, in terms of our research, their strongest player. Their Naomi plays Ganondorf. Their Zimph plays Inkling. And Tony plays Corrin and Piranha Plant.
Interesting counter combination there. Corrin and Piranha Plant. That's
one of the best players in Indiana does play Piranha Plant.
That's why can't I'm forgetting his tag right now? Is
Boogie?
Yeah, I was like, it starts with a B.
Yes.
I know.
He comes to a lot of Ball State stuff. He's a cool guy.
I used to go to these weeklies with him.
Did you go to the Yeses?
Yeah, the Yeses.
Yeah, and Fishers. I have not been to one yet, but those are definitely like the premier local here in Indiana.
Yeah, I got a friend who plays for Manchester, and so he got me in Smash Duck 190.
You know Clay?
Yeah.
Oh, my best friend's on their varsity team, the AJ, the Game & Watch.
Oh, is that Plus?
No, it's not Plus.
Not Plus. Okay.
Yeah, I know Clay. I've I was actually I was with him for New Year's.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Well, enough about other teams, Smash players. Let's go to the most important one, Ball State's Smash team roster.
All right. So we got Bloopa on the Pit, pretty much sole Pit. That's all he'll ever run. Twerp on the Dark Samus. On occasion, will play Samus. He claims it's on vibes, so whatever his vibe is, he's usually Dark Samus. Might just be because he's a little edgy. Let's be edgy and cool, but most of the time rocking Dark Samus. We got Soup Can Sam, as we saw in the highlight reel a lot, on the Lucario and Shulk. Probably not going to see the Shulk. He's been focusing pretty hard on Lucario recently. Got Green Spiral on the Brawler, that he will only play Brawler. Very patient player. He, if there's a guy who's trying to hold forward, we'll just send Green Spiral into him and he'll take care of him because he will punish you he will whiff punish you a lot. We got Galuna on the Yoshi, and solely Yoshi. He's the only Yoshi. Or not the only Yoshi, I play Yoshi too. But since he plays Yoshi, I can't. And then we have me, Boofy, on the Luigi and Game & Watch. And if I'm feeling like it, might see the Toon Link like you did earlier. But, you know, definitely planning on trying to be up here all night. Let the team take care of business.
And here we go, our beautiful players themselves.
We got Galuna warming up over there. He's locked in. I can see it in his eyes.
Oh, yeah. Galuna, I've known for a while now, and he gets so locked in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are times genuinely where I've seen him, I think, get more locked in than any other player.
Yeah, he cares a lot about the game. I mean, I've known him for... we're from the same high school. Different grades. But known him for a very long time. He started playing... his senior year, he was on the Kokomo, or we're from Kokomo, the Kokomo High School Esports team. Was playing Yoshi then, still playing Yoshi now. Found his character, sticking to it, and you know, we're trying to close out this season with a trophy or two, because we still got NACE as well, which their playoffs for that are starting Thursday.
Okay. Yeah.
But we only got 2 more weeks of this one. We're guaranteed 2 more matches. We'd like to go 2-0 to close it out, bring home a trophy, but definitely just going to show out, do our best, and hopefully get the win tonight.
Yeah, what? So, the semifinals, you're pretty much almost there. What what school are you most worried about? Is there one specifically?
Not really. We try not to look ahead too much. We try to focus on the match that's right in front of us, and that's kind of how we managed this season. Last season we were in what I like to call it's MAC. We played against the MAC schools. Like, if anyone watching knows about the MAC conference in Ball State's sports conference, we played against all the teams in that conference. So like Akron, Miami of Ohio, Bowling Green, teams like that. They're varsity teams, and all of them had established varsity teams for multiple years, except for Buffalo. So we got thrown into a group of schools that have had established teams, and it did not go very well. So this whole semester was about recouping, probably playing in slightly worse divisions, and finding our confidence and our ground and all that. And then so far so good. We haven't dropped a single game in ECAC, and we've only dropped one legitimate match in NACE.
Which that is a real accomplishment. That's great.
NACE probably went a little different. We had a couple of forfeits. We had spring break, and then they didn't really inform people that NACE was changing, so we got caught up in that first week. But
that NACE changing, that definitely, I can see that throwing a lot of people off.
Yeah, best of one back-to-backs are definitely not the ideal way to play Smash competitively in a crew battle setting.
Yeah, the crew battle setting, I feel, is such an interesting setting for competitive Smash, because I think a lot of people, when you look at competitive Smash, you'll see just the single or maybe even the doubles. You don't see a lot of crew battles.
Yeah, the crew battles, they are a little bit interesting if you've never watched them before. Each team has 12 lives, 4 people, 3 stocks each. You send in your first players, they play against each other, and let's say I won, I beat you 3, and I had 2 stocks remain. That next game is your guys' next player, the second member of your team, and then we get in. I will self-destruct once, and I'll be on 2 stocks for that game. And you just keep going back and forth till somebody is out of stocks. What kind of sucks about best of one in that specifically is there are a lot of Smash is an extremely balanced game for 89 characters being in the game. There's not really the Meta Knights of Brawl or the Bayonettas and Clouds of Wii U, mostly due to modern games being able to do patches. But there are still matchups in the game that are almost unwinnable in terms of even skill level. Donkey Kong versus Game & Watch is terrible for Donkey Kong. Specifically, what's happened to us a couple times, me in particular, is Luigi into Zelda. That is terrible because Zelda can just keep you out. So best of one, you start and get one of those bad matchups, you're automatically just in a hole that you need to dig out of. So that can be pretty difficult. But that's why best of 3 is nice. So if that happens to you, you're not just we start and it's 12-9. Yeah,
I feel me personally, I feel you always got to at least have a best of 3. Just because, like, yeah, best of one, I feel like, yeah, it's like you said, it's Smash, like, it's pretty balanced for having 86 characters in it, but, like, still, it is so tough and crazy, and, like, there are so many things can happen. I saw a clip literally earlier today of, I forget, it was a Steve clip. I forget who he was playing, but somehow they like threw him into his own blocks and it glitched him underneath the stage. And I was like, I've never seen that before. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah,
like,
every once in a while you're playing, something happens, you're like, this game's still in beta. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Like,
there is a Steve tech. I don't really know how to do it because I don't play Steve, and honestly, I don't want to.
Yes, Steve, never catch me playing.
There's a way to mitigate any knockback that you take.
Really?
It's not easy, and it's like super specific, but just having the option to be like, all right, well, I'm at 150% and I just got hit by a back air. Like, I should be dead. But no, you just do the tech, think it's something with the blocks, and you just don't take any knockback.
That's crazy. Steve is the one character. I remember when Steve dropped, I was like, I think we should ban Steve.
Yeah. But the problem is just with, like, he's a character that would probably be banned in a lot of fighting games, but the problem is like, they didn't ban Bayonetta or Cloud in Smash 4, or to my knowledge, didn't really ban Meta Knight either, so I just don't think Steve's not good enough to be banned. He's obviously very annoying, but if you ban Steve, you would probably also need to ban, like, Sonic, and you'd have to ban a lot, because there's just a lot of characters that are up towards that top that are very difficult to deal with. But gotta know 86 matchups, so a lot of people will be ready for Steve, but I think the best player in the world is Min Min. Doramigi.
Oh, really? They're number one right now?
Yep.
I'm very out of the loop on the pro Smash scene and like who's considered the best, because I'm trying to think.
I think Miha is probably the best player, but Doramigi is like their bracket demon. So naturally, if Mia's number one and Migi beats him, then they're just gonna put Doramigi above Mia. But I think like the best 4 players are all out of Japan right now.
Wow, yeah. How's my goat MK Leo doing?
He's old.
Last I saw, he was falling in those bracket standings.
I think
he's
he's there for the fun of it now. Like, he's still obviously a great player. But
yeah.
He's not. I mean, the game's been out for 7 years, almost 8 years. So, you know, being at the top for 8 straight years would be unbelievable.
It would be unbelievable, but
yeah, I mean, there are people. I think Doramigi's like 17.
Really?
And I'm 20, and I'm like, how did you're 17? You should be a junior in high school. How are we this good at Smash?
There are some people I'll see that and I go, how did you? How did your life lead to this being like this main hobby of yours? Like just or on our April Fool's Day stream, I learned we had someone here who is like one of the best Rubik's cubers in the world. Oh, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I think it was like middle school. I had Rubik's cubes. I had a handful. I can probably still solve one if you handed me one, but fastest I ever did one was like a minute, and that was like impressive to me. Like, there's people who have their hands here, pick it up, solve it, and drop it in 3 seconds.
That's like what we saw him do.
My brain can't even wrap my mind around that.
It's crazy. It's like, I can't even solve a Rubik's Cube if you just were to give me one. So like,
and I mean, yeah, it's not easy. It's a very pattern-based thing. So like, you sit down, and you're just kind of like, you'll get there, but it's still not. I couldn't imagine like looking at it and being like, oh, I know exactly how many movements I need to do to solve this thing.
And just like, looking at it for like 2 seconds, be like, okay, I'm good.
Okay, I'll do the white side, and then I get the white side, and then I move on to the the corners here on the side, and then then you got 2/3 of it done, and then you have to work on the top, and it's like, you have to go through a whole method to do it, and people just pick it up and solve it in 3 seconds and drop it. It's like, there's There is Twerp right now getting ready to start the match, I'd assume.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're maybe going to be getting that soon. We should in a little bit.
Yeah, the one thing about Smash specifically is we got to go through make connections with the team through ECAC's main hub, and then we have to be like, all right, do you want to do? You usually have to do a lag test, so we'll hop into an arena and we'll get to test our controls, make sure the connection feels right, and then we got to do bands and the characters. So it does take a little bit just to get into that first game, but.
Yeah, Smash is so interesting because sometimes I feel the like out of game can take longer than the actual game itself.
Yes, that can happen, and it also is team dependent. We try to stay on top of it.
But I mean, if you think about some of like the
oh, I got handed a Rubik's Cube. All right, now I'm getting put on the spot. Let's get it.
Yeah, I've never been able to solve a Rubik's Cube.
The pressure's on. I'm feeling tense now.
Unfortunately, it's because I was a kid. I was a very stubborn kid, and I just was always like, anytime I met someone who knew how to Rubik's Cube, I would be like, how'd you solve it? And they're like, oh, I just like, here, I can send you this YouTube video I watched. And I was like, no, I want to figure this out by myself and solve it. But now I don't think I have the time for that. I don't think.
You could do it. I believe in you.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it was like we were driving on a road trip somewhere and I got like tired of watching YouTube or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I got my cubes with me. I'll just learn how to do this.
How long did it take you?
A couple hours.
I think it might have been the April Fool's stream when I mentioned this, but there's I have a would you rather question for you.
All right.
Would you rather imagine you have zero Rubik's Cube knowledge? Be in jail for a year or be in jail until you solve the Rubik's Cube? That's crazy. That's crazy.
With pure muscle memory, then you got the whole thing where you can just do this over and over again and then it'll just resolve itself. I'm imagining the guy who handed it to me is the guy who can solve it really fast.
I don't know exactly all that. I didn't see who set it down.
All right. I don't know. That is a good one. I feel like I could figure it out in under a year. So I would probably be in prison until I could solve a Rubik's Cube.
Here, I'm gonna mess it up for you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna spin it a bunch.
That cube is really smooth too.
It is. This is a nice cube. I believe our VD is a cuber as well. I'm wondering if this is one of his cubes.
That's a very nice one. I don't think I have any in my apartment. I think they're back in my hometown. I had one of those 12-sided ones. I solved that like a couple times, but that one was a lot more memorization, so.
Yeah, I'm being told that average solve time for a VD is 16 seconds, which is crazy. I think I messed that up as much as I can.
Yeah. It's really funny when you're like younger and know how to do these, because then all your friends are like, you just don't look. Like they go to mix it up and they're like, don't look. And I'm like, do you think I'd be able to remember every movement that you just did with your cube? No, it's just just match you get I guess we could do it while we wait. You want to do the white cross at the front, make sure they line up on the sides here. So like every side you see like 2 greens, 2, is that orange? Yeah, that's orange. And then blue. And then you want to correspondingly find the white corners that match into certain spots. So I have the white, red, and blue right here. And I want to put it where the blue meets the red. That's red, I promise. The lights make it look orange. So then you just pull it over, and this is the easier said than done part. Just, see, boom, now it's there. Camera's there. I'm looking at the TV. And then you just match those.
That's insane.
Match the corners. So then you just do them all. So then, and then next you want to match or get the pieces that need to go here. So there's just methods. I don't know how to explain it anymore. But
that is crazy. That's like yeah. I don't know what else to say. Like,
I did something.
I don't think I caught any of that really.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not a very easy thing to describe.
Yeah, I think I started clocking out when you were like, when the blue meets the red, and it was like, okay.
when the blue meets the red.
When the blue meets the red, when the east meets the west, I was like, okay. When the north meets the south.
Something like that.
that sounds like that actually would be like a really funny like YouTube video to put out. Like, this is how you solve Rubik's Cube, and after a while you're like, yeah, and then
you just do this thing and then that thing, and then one thing leads to another, and
then you're gonna have to pull the sword from the stone if you want to.
You're gonna have to turn into King Arthur and just
if you really want to, and then you're just gonna turn this orange. It's like,
yes, or then you could just like flip. I'm not gonna touch it, but like sometimes you'll just bend the corner and make it like, oh, solve it now, and you just can't because it's all messed up. It looks like we are about to get into our first match.
I believe so. Which, okay, so I guess we can go into who do you think is going to be the first person that Ball State sends out, and who do you think the first?
Well, I know who the first person Ball State's sending out is because we've seen him. It's Twerp on Dark Samus, most likely. If I had to guess, if they want to just try and start out and kind of try and like, oh, let's see if we can get ahead, they'll send out the Mario. But if not, I saw like their, in terms of like win percentage, I think their second best was their the Plant Corrin. So they may do that, or they may just send in a weak link first to just kind of anchor the Mario. That's kind of like the two big strategies in crews. You have a guy who can go in first and just kind of run the tables, which is that's kind of what we use Twerp for. Probably our best player, and he will take a lot of stocks, kind of take a lot of pressure off the back end, and then we like to anchor Soup Can Sam on Lucario, because Lucario is a phenomenal anchor because he gains aura, especially when you're losing. He gains aura the farther he is losing. So even if you start a match like straight up and their Soup has to self-destruct one time, he's automatically starting with more aura since he's down a stock.
Yeah, that's something that really clicked for me last time I saw a Smash stream. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, Lucario probably super good for crew battles. Like,
Lucario, especially at this level of Smash, a lot of people don't know how to play against him. Lucario, I think it's funny, there's this guy who does statistics for Smash, and he sends out like every character's top 100 players based on a point metric. And this is not like a dig at Soup Can or anything, but none of us we're solid players, we're nothing great, but he is a top 100 Lucario in the world.
That's awesome. Like, yeah, that's insane.
So it attests to how good Joe is, and you know, I mean, I think me and Joe in terms of player skills are really close, but I am nowhere near a top 100 Luigi or Game & Watch. Not even close. So those are also top tiers.
Yeah, those are. Yeah,
Game & Watch is the third or fourth best character in the game. Luigi's a high A tier. Lucario is like a C tier, but
yeah, Lucario is one that like I can't think of any top player off of like the top of my head that plays Lucario.
It really isn't.
Yeah,
I know that there are definitely some, but I don't know them. But that is a good thing about playing a character that not a lot of people play is, you know, you might just matchup check some people, which can happen. But at least with like the most common characters, like everyone knows how to play against the Clouds and plays against Game & Watch and play against Rob. Those are matchups you played hundreds of times. If you're good at them, you're good at them. If you're not, you're not. But you just have the experience and know what they want. When you're going against Lucario, you're like, what do you want? Like, I don't know what you want.
Yeah, Lucario, it can be so different, especially like he's got, you know, like his like aura sphere and stuff. So he's got like a pretty decent like range.
That aura sphere is disgusting. You can do a bunch of things with like, you know how he charges it like here?
Mm-hmm.
It can like has a hitbox. It's the only projectile that when you charge has a hitbox. So he can get people stuck in the aura sphere charge, and then like lead into force palm with that, which is the side B, the really strong like command grab. You can also do like aura sphere jump, do it again, cancel that into a back air. That's really strong. You can just it just leads into so many things. It is like, but it's very hard to do. So that's why there isn't a lot of Lucarios, because outside of like just aura hitting like a truck and just all the aura sphere like shenanigans, that's what makes Lucario good. So like a lot of people aren't going to want to put in that time to learn all that stuff. And all right,
here we go.
Sent in the Inkling first, and we do have Twerp on the actual Samus.
So I guess the vibe switched up for today.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Ooh, Esports 1.
Esports 1 seems like they're maybe gonna want to go for the anchoring strategy, but there seems like so far Twerp is doing a great job at just
keeping his space, not going for too much committal options, and just trying to build up the percent on this Inkling, get him to a range where they can threaten a kill.
Yeah, just
definitely just playing around the Inkling right now.
Yeah, playing a really good neutral right now, just doing a good job at getting just like the tips of their attacks out and keeping that Inkling out of their range.
Yeah, you'll have to watch for when this Inkling goes off stage. The use of the bombs on ledge, very scary thing Samus can do. Very threatening, especially if you have not really had a lot of experience with them. Those bombs can be very devastating. It can even cost you your stock.
But so far, England. I was just about to say England got a little bit of percentage in, but also I got to go ahead and just take the stock.
Take the first stock.
Ooh, and
big percentage there off the grab forward air. The spike, the into the back air, ledge trap with bombs. Samus is a very mix-up character. They don't have a ton of like true like super flashy combos, but they're they can mix you up in so many different ways. You'll see it probably at points throughout this match, and if Twerp survives even later, there goes an accidental SD on his part.
Yeah, that is a shame. It was high on percent, so probably wasn't going to live too much, but still could have gotten some percentage out, maybe even a stock.
Yeah. But Samus has a untrue jab, so when you hit the first hit of jab does not connect to the second hit of jab. So you'll see a lot of the times where Twerp will jab the opponent and then, dash back, do a charge spot, dash back grab, do a dash attack. Just kind of all different options to try and keep the opponent guessing and make them uncomfortable.
Ooh, yeah. Twerp getting called out with a nice up smash there. And that down smash could have launched them back off the ledge. Could have rolled in, but still,
keeping up the pressure now. Oh, and he's buried. Yeah, that's going to be a stock.
Yeah, Ball State going to lose their lead, but not out of it right now. Still could. That Inkling at 123%. Got to die with pretty much any big attack right now.
Yeah, the landing hitbox of Inkling's recovery there definitely saving.
Yeah, saving them and putting Twerp in a very bad position. So
there we go. There goes the charge shot. See, like the bombs, you just don't know what to do when you're on the ledge. Definitely going to need a nice string here to stay ahead after this game and take the lead into game 2.
Yeah, it needs to make something happen. That barrier is not the start he wants. 130, 159 off
Definitely
stage.
On our last Twerp on his last legs right now. Definitely needs to string something together soon.
Going for the paint roller again. Gonna miss it this time. Not gonna get buried. Just gonna go for some nice charge shots.
Not enough ink. Ran out of ink.
And just playing around this Inkling as best as he can, trying his best. Getting hit by these little tiny attacks at 185%, but still on the ledge, still surviving. Gets a nice charge shot.
Dash attack. Definitely going to want something here. All right. Back to neutral. Just keep playing it safe. Got clipped by the up smash again. I don't know how many more of those can be taken.
Yeah, especially over
You
200%.
don't see this very often. The Samus at 200.
Yeah, definitely not. Ooh, almost gets caught up with that down smash.
Yeah, forward air will do it. Definitely at 200.
Mhm.
All right, so not the start Ball State once, but definitely not a terrible one either. We'll just have someone get in there, clean up the Inkling, and we'll keep going from there.
Yeah, no, great first round there for Ball State. Just, Inkling did a great job at keeping themselves in there.
Yeah,
and
just not really letting Twerp do his game of mixing up. Kind of kept Twerp on the back foot and just capitalized on that.
Yeah, did a great job here at calling. I think Inkling the roll. I feel like is one of the
definitely one of Inkling's stronger options, especially when your opponent is going to want to send projectiles out like Samus will, just kind of rolling towards them when they were about to just either start charging charge shot or shooting it. Definitely can be very strong, especially if the opponent doesn't catch on, which is what we saw there. Went back to start charging up charge shot. By the time they realized Roller was coming towards them, it was just a little too late to react.
Yeah, and if you get hit by that roller, especially at those high percents, like you're pretty much done.
Yeah, mashing is a very tedious thing to get great at, but definitely not always death. But once you're up around the 100, 130 range, you're not really getting out of there before they're smacking you into the blast zone.
But Inklings is only one stock now, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
The big hope now is just to get into this, get into here and take the one stock without losing one. I think we are sending in Galuna on the Yoshi, so hopefully they can get the stock and roll into game 2 tied even at 9 stocks apiece.
Yeah, be tied up, but leaves you at the team at a scary position because now you don't know the next player or what they're gonna pick. They can counter pick.
That is the nice part about being taking the first stock, because then they'll counter pick you for your 2 stocks or 1 stock you have remaining, and then you'll get to counter pick their next guy, and it's just a back and forth counter pick. But hopefully they don't really have a good Yoshi answer.
That is true. Yeah. What? So you said you mentioned we know you got Mario, Ganon, and Inkling, and I forget. Do you know the Corn and Plant?
Corn and Plant.
Corn and Plant. That's what it was. So what would you say is the best Yoshi answer out of all those?
Corn, Plant's not fun for sure. And me personally, I just don't like fighting against Ganon because Ganon's not very good, worst character in the game, but Ganon hits like a truck. So
yeah.
You get called out one time, and you're like, oh, I died at 40, and that's never good. But definitely, in my opinion, it'd be Plant, but that might just be personal experience. Plant's Patooey, like his little spiky ball with his neutral beat. Yoshi has a lot of I'm on top of you, I'm going to attack you, so if you attack Plant when he has that ball out, it's just going to fall on you, and it's going to be a trade you don't want to take too many times. So that would definitely be my answer, but it's also never bad to go with Corn because Yoshi struggles against sword characters.
That is true. Yeah, Yoshi's just got those stubby little limbs. Can't really do much. I think isn't the only projectile at all just his up B egg throw,
which you will see a handful of definitely with Galuna. He does like the egg, which egg is strong. It combos into forward air. I can combo into up airs. Very strong option. It also helps with recovery.
And here we go, going into game now. Hopefully just a little bit, yeah.
I had to wait for the SDs.
Yeah. So in a cave here, they're most likely just going to be wanting to keep their distance, trying to get as much damage as they can.
Yeah.
But in which we were just talking about, Yoshi doesn't have a lot of distance options.
Yeah, it's all about, at least with Galuna's playstyle, waiting for the opportunity to strike. So Yoshi can do up air chains, which we're actually almost seeing. There we go. Now boom, up air. Oh, didn't connect the second one, but that is one of Yoshi's main early game combo stuff. Not many not many kill confirms. You have the up tilt into the up air, but for the most part, relying on a lot of call outs and stray hits. Also a very strong nair that is almost can punish almost any move on shield.
Yeah, I always forget about Yoshi's Snare because it visually is not like super striking or anything. It's just kind of a kick, but
yeah, the Tims is what they call them.
The Tims. That's funny. I'm gonna have to remember that. But so far, fairly even game. Still, the Inkling doing a good job at keeping just the percentage lead right now. But Glunik definitely has options, and if they can get like a nice hit off, maybe could lead to a kill. But right now, yeah, they just gotta worry about
looking for some offstage stuff. There's the big back air. Gonna try and go with the follow up. Inkling will get back.
Oh yeah, just mistimes that down smash there.
Definitely might have even wanted to go for the up smash there to back out stage. The egg kill.
It's 2 off.
Gonna keep the Inkling out there, and the Inkling waits too long in SDs. We'll definitely take that.
There we go. Yeah, Glenna keeping tying it back up. Actually,
yes,
yeah,
very good for us. So if I had to guess, they're gonna send in the Planter Corrin, like that player. So I guess we'll see. I don't think you would want to send Ganon into that because Yoshi's very good off stage and Ganon is very bad off stage. So basically, just waits out the Inkling and just doesn't recover and make it back in time.
Yeah, I can't see a world where they're sending out the Ganon here.
Yeah, I don't think the Mario. I think they're going to definitely wait on the Mario.
Yeah, Mario, especially if their Mario's the best player, I think, yeah, just saving him for that final anchor is probably the best choice for them now. So, yeah, I can see them probably, either going Plant or Corrin. I know. It's interesting. And again, it's just interesting to Plant and Corrin as your 2 characters. Like,
yeah, like how do we land there? They're both characters that got introduced in Ultimate.
It's true.
Plant was day 1 DLC. So if you got the game, I think it came out in December when it came out, and if you got it before the new year, you got Plant for free. I think it actually came out maybe in October or November. I remember getting it for Christmas, though, because I was like, I want it now. And my parents were like, well, you have money, and, 12-year-old me didn't have $60 laying around, so I had to wait for Christmas. But
yeah, the exact same way. Yeah.
That's crazy to think about, being 12 years old when this game came out.
Yeah, I remember, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, yeah, I was in 8th grade being like, I can't wait to go home, play Smash. And I'm like, it's the same game. And
now you're sitting here 8 years later, casting over it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I assumed by the time I got to college we would have at least another Smash game.
You're telling me. Come on, Sakurai, give us something.
Do you think we're gonna get another Smash?
I've heard that another Smash-esque title is in the works, but it's not gonna be like it's going to be a little different. Like, I don't think the problem is they brought everybody here and they have 86 characters. They're not going to go any higher. They're probably going to go backwards. I think that's what, at least personally, that's what I think they should do. Just kind of have a smaller roster. Maybe like a Brawl-sized roster of just more Nintendo entities. Just keep it more like Nintendo. But, they could go up to 100, but I just don't think that's in the plans. Because, Sakurai, the guy who made all the Smash games, this is his last one that he was in head management of. So he was like the creator of Smash and he was the director of all the games. But this next one, he will just be like helping. He will not be the main guy in charge.
Yeah, that's real interesting. I just can't imagine what a Smash game would be like without Sakurai.
Yeah. I honestly would almost hope they go back to more of a faster paced one like Melee. As you can see, Melee actually is the second most popular Smash game, and it's the second one in the series out of 5. So still extremely popular, shows an extremely competitive player base.
That is one thing I've thought about. Is I've wondered, do you think there could be a chance that maybe they try and reboot a Smash like Melee or something?
It would
now?
I feel like if they were gonna do a HD remastered version of one of the Smash games, they probably would have already done it, as that is something they've done with a lot of the Zelda games at least, and Mario games. I mean, I got the Switch ports of Galaxy 1 and Galaxy 2. Oh my goodness, Galaxy 2. Have you played Galaxy 2?
No, I haven't played.
Oh my goodness,
Galaxy since I was a kid.
I played Odyssey when it came out. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is the best Mario game I've ever played. And I just recently played through Galaxy 2, and I was like, nah. Galaxy 2 is just so good. Did you see the Mario movie?
I haven't seen the newest one.
Oh, man. I assume you're a Mario fan, right?
Oh, yeah. I love Mario. All
right. I recommend going to watch it. It was very good. It's fan slop at its peak.
That's what I've been told. I know nothing about it. I saw that Fox was in it. But I saw all the crazy like castings for it. Like I still can't believe that Donald Glover's Yoshi.
Yeah, Donald Glover he played the character really well. Like it was like, okay, this is Yoshi.
I saw a thing that said like for a year he like prepared for the role by like eating all his food with like his tongue. And I was like, I was like, no way, that's real. Is that real?
I mean, you're living in a world where Chris Pratt's Mario, Charlie Day's Luigi, Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong. Anya Taylor-Joy is Peach. Brie Larson is Rosalina. Yoshi or Donald Glover's Yoshi. Bowser's Jack Black. I forget. Benny Savid is Bowser Jr., which he actually was really good. His voice acting was great for Bowser Jr.
Oh yeah, I forgot Bowser Jr. is in the new one. That's man.
I can't even talk about it because I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I'll have to go watch it.
It is worth the watch, especially as a Mario fan. A lot of references. I really do wish they didn't like reveal that Fox was in the movie beforehand.
Didn't they reveal like a week before the movie?
Not
came
even.
out?
It was like 3 days before I saw it.
That's
I was
crazy.
It's like I think it was the Monday. It came out on a Wednesday, funny enough, and it was I think it was at Monday because I remember being not in this room specifically, but on campus. I was like, why are they like? I'm like, that's really cool, and then like you think about it more, and you're like, they should have just at this point, they shouldn't have said that he was going to be in the game.
Yeah, they should have just waited. Like they couldn't have waited 3 days before everyone else was going to find out. They thought, you know, this will get people to go see it in 3 days if we tell them Fox is coming.
It did make more money than the first one on opening weekend. So hey, maybe it worked.
That's true. That's true.
But there will be a third one, and I don't even know. I have no idea what direction they could go with.
Do you think it could be a different game? You think maybe they'll go like
we got another match on. We can resume our conversation after it. Me Sword Fighter.
Yeah, Me Sword Fighter.
This wasn't in the scouting report.
I wonder if maybe this is, you know, like we said, like Corrin is a sword fighter in a way. So
could
maybe
be.
It's the Corrin plant player as a Sword Fighter. I guess we don't know for sure.
Galuna going to town on the Sword Fighter so far. Getting some up air strings. I don't really know much about Sword Fighter. He's definitely the that gets the least amount of love. I know he has like a back air to up air kill confirm, but that's like a really niche thing to know. Yeah, the most I remember I found out about Sword Fighter is I knew someone who actually it was at a Ball State tournament. Someone was playing Sword Fighter, and I think they got pretty far. I can't remember if they won or not. How long ago was it?
This was, I can't remember if this was last.
Because last year it could have been someone named Queen. Because I remember they brought a Sword Fighter to a tournament, and I got hit with the back air up air. But they're a player who's just really good at like every character. I think they play Brawler specifically.
Yeah, I can't remember for certain, but I just remember around that time there was a lot of controversy around the Sword Fighter.
There we go. There's the egg into up air kill. Yeah, Tornado is also very strong for Sword Fighter. The Tornado will combo into a lot of the things, being like up airs, up Bs. That's why the Tornadoes get used a lot. Give the sword character projectile. I don't know why.
It gives them a little bit of projectile, but it gives them like a huge projectile.
Yeah, Tornado is extremely strong because it'll always kind of set up in the same spot, allowing follow-ups at almost any %.
But so far, not unable to get this confirmed kill on Galuna. Doing a great job at keeping himself alive right now.
Yes. He is trying to rack up as much damage as he can before losing this stock, and maybe even using the rage you gain from being at a high %. Try to get maybe even an early kill on this Sword Fighter too. There we go.
If he can get that early kill, that would be huge for Ball State.
Right, there he goes.
Unfortunately, unable to.
But definitely playing the patient game. Gonna make this Sword Fighter come to him. and punish him off of his options, but definitely going to have to work around the tornado at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. You want to keep your distance, but when he's just got that huge tornado he can send at you, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, definitely trying to go over the tornado most times or just waiting it out. Yoshi has a really tall jump, so definitely can get over the tornado if please. But more or less just playing the patient game, waiting for a tornado that you can punish. Or even that, I think that's the neutral B.
I believe so. That's the other thing you gotta know about the Mii characters is they got different movesets.
They have 4 different specials they can use for everyone, so like 16 custom moves. Or 16 different moves that any given or any Mii character can have. And
the Sword Fighter doing a great job at getting Galuna back to a kind of a
even game almost.
Yeah, even position. That's the word I was looking for.
Now there's the big back air, getting the kill there. Basically just playing a big patient game, waiting for each of them are waiting for options to get in. That'll kill. Yeah, that's the tornado into up B. Very strong option for sword fighters.
Yeah, and pretty much completely tied up now. Actually, the Sword Fighter taking the percent lead, I believe, for the first time in the match.
Yes, I believe so, because Galuna started out with that big... Ooh.
Yeah.
Now off stage wants to...
Not looking good right now. Getting hit with that up air. Maybe we'll see that down B again. The neutral B.
Not giving Galuna a chance to breathe, really, right now.
Yeah, doing a really good job at calling Galuna out, I think, with those tornadoes, and especially with that neutral B.
Oh, he gets a big string up there, up to 65.
Ooh, just missing that neutral.
Not many
air.
hits could be left to be. Not many more hit. Galuna can't take many more hits now. Definitely going to have to play the patient game. Try and wait for the sword fighter to get a little bit desperate. Maybe do an option that they should do, and that'll do it. The neutral B sneaking in there. Definitely, sword fighter's pretty weird. I don't know how to. I don't really know how I'd go about that, but definitely we'll take the 2 stocks. Whoever's next is just gonna have to get in there and take the 1 without losing 1. Keep it even. Take it 6-6 going into the 5th game.
Yeah, here we go. We have the replay of the match there. Galuna did a really good job there for most of that game, just at keeping the sword fighter at a great distance, but he just did a even better job at adapting to it.
Yeah, calling out him when Galuna wanted to approach, and his retreat options getting called out right at least at the end, trying to escape the neutral B, as we'll see here in a minute.
Yeah, he became real confident in those neutral Bs, and
yes,
I think that combined with his tornadoes, really.
Just Galuna trying to keep space there, and the well-timed neutral B just sneak it in right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but now we're kind of just we're in the same position, really.
Yeah, we're right back to it.
That the first game left us in, or first rounds.
And then, we got Bloopa going in.
Wow, go.
Got the pit. Gonna try and definitely get some offstage shenanigans. Just try and take an early stock and then move into what I'd imagine. I would think this is their plant Corrin. That makes more sense. I don't think, unless the Ganondorf.
That's the only thing I can think of. It's definitely not going to be the Mario, especially if that's their top guy. I could see it maybe being the Ganon, because we were talking earlier. Ganon is a low tier. Definitely, I can. But usually Ganon players like to kind of stick with that.
Ganon players aren't the type of players to be like, oh, I'll play me sword fighter for Cruz. They're usually like, I'm playing Ganon and you're not stopping me. But we unfortunately don't have a stream from them last week to actually know exactly what we're dealing with. So we prep, we see who they play on at least in their local tournaments, and sometimes they play different characters in Cruz. I mean, we saw it there. We don't know who exactly it was. Who knows? Maybe it could be the Mario.
That's true.
Putting a little bit of me sword fighter down. I don't think that's the case, but
if that is the case, that is a crazy play, and I respect it if it is.
Yeah, I definitely do expect to see a Mario at the end of this road, though.
And the only question is now, do you think we're going to see a Ganon or a Corrin after this Mii Sword Fighter?
I would imagine Ganon. I just don't see a Ganondorf player being like, oh, I'm going to play Mii Sword Fighter of all characters. Like, I feel like they would just play, like, a better heavy, like Incineroar or Donkey Kong or Bowser. Like, I just don't see a Ganon playing Mii Sword Fighter. But I may be wrong.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, to me, Ganon and Mii Sword Fighter are two characters that do not correlate.
Not at all.
Yeah, like...
But I guess does the Luigi and Toon Link correlate, or Luigi Game & Watch?
We were talking about how Corrin and Plant don't really relate earlier, too.
Yeah, I mean, neither does, like, Shulk and Lucaria, so it's just kind of... Or I know Soup is a big Xenoblade fan, so that's where the Shulk came from. But I don't play Mr. Game & Watch, the game. He's just a very good Smash character.
That's like a really funny skit I could think of. Just going to be like, oh yeah, I play Mr. Game Watch because it's my favorite game.
It's my favorite game. I loved playing the 1982 or whatever it is, Mr. Game & Watch on the Mr. I think it was on I think it was on. Did it have its own console or was it on NES?
I believe they had their own like console, like handheld things. Like that were called the Mr. Game & Watches. I don't know for certain. But yeah.
Ah man. We're going off the deep end. We're talking about the Mr. Game & Watch games.
What's your favorite Mr. Game & Watch game?
Ah man, it's definitely Mr. Game & Watch 2 the Squeakquel or something like that. I don't know.
I was just thinking like I was like the cooking one. I don't know.
Oh, Chef Bacon. I'll stand at Legend Bacon. I don't know. He's got a hammer. He's got Judge. That's what's called. That's the side B. It's called Judge. The parachute. I don't know.
Judge is always cool. I like the as much as we were talking about like the balance and in the game earlier. I do love when they just throw like a move that's like, yeah, this isn't balanced. We'll see.
Diamond back air is the best move in the game. Steve, when he has diamond pickaxe back air.
There we go.
Now we're back into it. Probably going to give it a second as the Sword Fighter needs to SD twice.
Gonna be quick SD twice. And then the thing I was saying on the stream, I was going to say is I wonder what stage it's going to be.
Oh, we got Town and City. I don't like Town and City.
You don't?
That's
really?
personal. Well, yeah.
Well, I see as why maybe it's like a... I feel like that the Town City doesn't seem like a good stage for Game & Watch. Or
it's for Luigi specifically. It has a high ceiling, and Luigi has the 0-to-death combo. So you never want that. Ooh, avoiding that little combo there. Definitely. Now he's going to get his own little string here.
Yeah, so far...
oh, wow, that goes through... I think it was just a bad angle.
Yeah, so far this Mii Sword Fighter are doing a great job at
keeping
this distance.
Definitely just playing the call-out game. Keeping space. That dash is so far. Like a nice tornado reflection at the upper. Definitely wants to use the orbiters, which are pits down these to the advantage of reversing those tornadoes, making the Mii Sword Fighter think a little bit more about definitely just that neutral B is just calling out every landing, at least for both Galuna and Bloopa here. Definitely want to get this last stock here as soon as possible. Don't really want to forfeit the second stock.
Yes. Now down 2 stocks.
There we go. Spot dodge read into kill. Nice. So a little bit of a deficit here, but definitely doable. So let's place bets. Are we seeing the Ganondorf, or are we seeing a Corrin or a Plant? Or are we going to see something else?
Okay, this is what I'm thinking. If the Mii Sword Fighter was the Ganon, I think we're probably going to see a Corrin.
That would make sense. Oh, we got the replay up now. We have the call-out neutral B coming up. Just so fast and just kills at 130 on ledge. Can't complain about that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Mii Sword Fighter did just a great job at surprising Bloopa just with that first stock.
Options. Definitely the Mii Sword Fighter strong suit, especially with that neutral B, as that definitely is an extremely punishable move on shield.
But okay, here's my thing with whoever their next player is going to be, is if it is the Ganon, I feel like that's a horrible matchup to go into pit with. Like,
yeah, but most matchups you go into with Ganondorf are not good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You just gotta, if you're a Ganon player, you gotta know you're going into all those bad matchups.
Yeah, you're just like, I know I'm a losing matchup into most characters in the game, but I don't care because I'm Ganondorf. So definitely will be relied on the surprise factor of just hitting so hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking, if you're Ganon, if the Ganon does go out against the pit, the thing I'm thinking he's got to worry about is if he gets off stage, those arrows are going to be coming out for sure.
That would be a big reason why I would not play Ganondorf in the pit. And that's definitely, if we do see the Ganondorf, that is going to be, the focus is definitely going to be, all right, you need to get around those arrows. And for us, hit with the arrows, because those will do numbers on a Ganondorf off stage. Or there's even the option of being like, okay, well, you can't go into this pit because you're probably just going to get beat because arrows suck. They might just throw in the Mario and be like, let's see if you can just close out, and maybe the last guy has to take out 1 or 2.
That's true, because I mean they are at the stock. They have the stock lead right now.
They do.
So they're
balls in their court.
They could be like, just go Mario, try and get the rest of the pit's stocks, the rest of our last player, and maybe at the end of the day just leaves like 1 or 2 stocks for that Ganon to clean up. But hopefully
rely on a Ganondorf to take 1 stock.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Just throw out smash attacks, and one of them might hit.
Yeah, throw out Warlock Punch and maybe.
Maybe not Warlock Punch. That's got a lot of startup.
A lot of startup. I was thinking it's got the little bit of super armor that you could probably maybe get something with that. Like,
maybe goes for a really bad dash attack and like Warlock Punch, and it just obviously doesn't break the armor and just erases you.
But yeah, I can't see them going Ganondorf into this pit. Like,
it just depends on how experienced the players are too. So like, maybe they're like, oh yeah, Ganondorf in the pit, and they don't think about it too hard. But I already have a Mii Sword Fighter. So
true, they decided to go Mii Sword
landing
Fighter.
on Mii Sword Fighter. I definitely Brawler's fun. Brawler's fun because you have all the Thrupper cut stuff. It's down throw, Thrupper cut, kill it like 70. So that's always a lot of fun. I think we'll get our answer pretty soon about who's going in. I saw the thumbs up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess you gotta place your final bets now for all people at home.
Yeah, I'm a gambling man, so I'm gonna say we're about to see a Piranha Plant.
Plant.
No, Corrin, because of Orbiters. Corrin, going with Corrin.
That's what I think too. Like I
don't think they want to use Mario.
I don't think they want to use Mario. I guess I just don't think that the Corrin Piranha Plant player would want to play Mii Sword Fighter. That's what it's mainly coming down to for me.
I don't know. You're already playing Corrin and Piranha Plant, which are already 2 not very popular characters. It is the Ganondorf.
It's the Ganon. Wow.
Okay, if I had to guess, does the Ganon player play Mii Sword Fighter, or does the Corrin Piranha Plant player play Sword Fighter? I would definitely guess. So, all right.
Oh, accidentally a little too early there.
All good then.
Yeah, it's just an arrow. It's a little bit of percent.
This Ganondorf is definitely going to want to try and use the long legs of up air and nair to kind of keep Pit out of their face, as the Ganondorf does not have a lot of out of shield options. And right there, that might just be the stock with the nice spike there from Bloopa.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about, like what I was worried for is Bloopa doing a great job at just keeping that Ganon off stage, but right now it's kind of the opposite.
Yeah, definitely ledge is going to be a scary place for Bloopa, as once you get specifically at these percents here, almost any move Ganon could hit you with by stage will kill. But that being said, Pit has a lot of multi-hits that string together very nicely, so Bloopa's definitely going to need to take advantage of those. And be wary of these right here, as those just Ganon smash attacks, they kill early and they hit hard.
Yeah, that was very close, and Bloopa's lucky to be alive right now, but Just going to try and keep his distance here with those arrows, get a little bit more percentage in. If he could,
there it is. Just sometimes ripping the F smash is gonna work for you.
But Blue Blood, I think, really needs to try and lock in and get these 2 stocks, because if he can take these 2 stocks from the Ganon, that's going to be a lot easier than taking a 2 stocks, I think, from this Mario.
Yes, definitely at least needs to get the 1 to put less pressure on our anchor. But, you know, definitely not the worst case scenario. If not, definitely would rather win the game, but just taking this last stock will do very well, so you don't have to worry about, you only have to worry about taking 1 stock from the Ganon.
But yeah, Ganon so far doing a great job at...
maybe? Oh, wow.
There we go. Wow.
Ganon's, like I said, very strong. Up airs, very strong move. Same with the nairs. Everything Ganon has is strong and a kill option. So that will probably leave us with Supercan Sam in the anchor spot, which you might see Shulk.
That's true.
I don't know. I know Lucario has a really bad matchup into Ganondorf because Ganondorf kills so early.
That I wasn't even thinking about that. That's
Lucario
fair.
wants to be at a high percent, so they might they very well might he might go the Shulk route. But if I had to, probably Lucario. He's been playing more mostly Lucario. So
yeah, and Lucario I feel like can still has a decent amount of stuff he can do against a Ganon.
Yeah, it's just, honestly, you just don't get usually up as high as you'd like with Aura because of, you know, you're probably going to die at like 90 just because Ganondorf's so strong. So it's going to be kind of opposing his will and staying on top of the Ganondorf. That'll hopefully carry him to 2 stocks without losing 1, which would be preferable, especially going into their anchor, which will be their best player.
Which, yeah, that is something they got to think about, too, is they got 2 stocks left with Ganon, and then they got their best player out of 3 stocks. That takes a lot of mentality. They got to hopefully stick with. And you got 5 stocks they got to take down. What do you think, like, how do you think they should just try and distribute these stocks? Like,
preferably, you don't, like, you can lose a stock this game, but you really don't want to lose 2. Obviously, best case scenario, you don't lose any. But in the event that you do lose 1, not the end of the world. Then you just have to, you have 2 and they have 3. And like you said with Lucario, we'll start out slightly stronger if he's down a stock because of the Aura mechanic and how that works. But definitely hold on to at least 2 of your stocks in this game. That should be like the bottom line. Like if we want a good shot at winning this round, we need to keep 2 stocks.
Yeah, I completely agree. Especially it's 2 stocks. Ganon hopefully can take those stocks early, but also you can maybe take those stocks early.
Definitely gimpable is what they call it.
The most gimpable out of all. Would you say there's anyone?
Mac.
Yeah, Mac.
Because they don't even give him his side B back if he's already used it in air. Like, you have that's like your 1 recovery option, and if it gets called out, you don't get it back. Like, if you get hit, like usually with a lot of characters like Incineroar, they have the Alolan Whip, the side B, and then you can also have your up B. And if Incineroar gets hit in the air, like after he's used the Alolan Whip, he gets it back. But Little Mac does not get his like I don't know what the exact move is called, but his side B back, he does not get it back when he's hit. So he's just a sitting duck if he gets touched once off stage.
Little Mac is one of those characters I would like them to rework in the future Smash game.
The problem is if you make him any better in the air specifically, he's just going to be broken. Because you have every Smash attack he has armor. He's extremely fast. He has a KO punch that kills anyone in the game, like by 20 and beyond. That's like a 1 time per stock, maybe even 2 if you're lucky. Mechanic. As well as you can combo into it as well. So he just has a lot going for him in terms of like offense, but the defense is just so bad. He has a counter too.
He does. I forget about that because I feel like that's never used really because he's just you're always on the offense.
Yeah, you find a Little Mac that either uses counter every 5 seconds or they barely use it at all.
Yeah.
So. Definitely, so when he's just a sitting duck off stage makes him... He's actually technically better than Ganondorf.
Which, like, it makes sense, but also doesn't make sense to me. Like,
because of those advantages. Like,
Yeah.
Ganon may hit like a truck, but he's also slow and has a really bad combo game,
Mhm.
and he's just gimpable. So at least Little Mac has that speed and hits like a truck and has KO punch. So it makes him just slightly better.
yeah.
But then every other character, I mean, every character in Smash has like a professional rep. So
That's
they're
true.
definitely good enough. Like, every character is good enough to compete at a high level, but not every character is good enough to win a major for the most part. Like, Captain Falcon just won his first major, and the game's been out for 8 years.
Which is, like, crazy.
Yeah, and like that's the hype character that everyone wants to play.
That's like Captain Falcon has literally been in the game. I think since was he in 64? Right, he was in 64, right? Or was
I
he?
believe so. I believe he was in 64.
Like, so yeah, that's crazy.
He was like Mario, Luigi, Captain Falcon, S, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Donkey Kong, Link.
Jigglypuff was Melee, I think. Because I think it was Kirby.
Oh, Kirby. That's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. It was Kirby, Samus, and there's like one or two more. Was Marth?
I forget who all you named.
Was there a Fire Emblem rep in the first Smash?
I don't think so.
There was not. I've been informed that there was not. Yeah, so they added Roy and Marth in that Melee. Fox was, I think, also in 64.
That's yeah.
Oh wait, I think it is literally in the Smash Ultimate roster, like the top, the first. No wait, that's not right. Yeah, because Samus and Dark Samus are in there. Yoshi, that's the last one.
That's right.
There he is. There's a man, Soup Can Sam, gonna try and take home round 1 for the Cardinals.
Getting ready.
Has some work to do though. Has some work.
Yeah, has to lock in more than any other person has locked in before. And hopefully he can take this round, but he does have a mountain to climb if he wants to. Going Lucario,
He's definitely capable of it. Last week in our 1-round loss, he did take 7 stocks. So he definitely has the capabilities of making this comeback. It's just going to be a matter of staying alive against this Ganondorf and not dying early.
Which, yeah, it's going to be tough to do, especially as we saw this Ganondorf versus the Pit was very good at getting those stocks early, even when getting comboed and everything like that. So
yeah, it's going to be the patient game that'll win. Just want to build up percent on this Ganondorf, make him do the committal options, bait out those dash attacks, those side Bs.
Ooh.
And there it is. There goes the first stock already. Lucario down air, super strong at stage spiking your opponents. If you Lucario counter, one of the best counters in the game. It'll even punish projectiles.
Which, yeah, I forget. Lucario is another one of those characters I forget has a counter at times, just because I feel like he's such an offensive character. But yeah, you got to mention how good of a counter that it is.
Yes, because he will teleport to his opponent after being hit with the counter.
Ooh, and
nope, it barely gets back.
I was wondering if there was going to be an edge guard or anything there, but there wasn't. But now some ledge guard in here from Ganon if he can do something. Nice forward air there.
Just being yep. The up B does. Now he's off stage. Makes some juices jump. But again, throws out a nice nair to counteract that. Definitely want to play it safe here if you are Soup. You're 100% against Ganondorf. You're probably not living much farther, so want to definitely bait out options. Nice tech there. Would have died if he didn't tech that. Definitely looking for just stray hits to get this Ganondorf off stage.
Ooh, bad counter there, but ooh.
Nice tech again.
Doing a great job, yeah, recovering from those. Nice grab, gets off stage. Just gonna miss that aura sphere. Oh, good
what
call out.
That was a great call out. Catching him with the up B. Definitely not the end of the world. Want to close out on this stock here.
Yeah,
just easier said than done when Lucario is hitting like a wet napkin. That's what we like to call it when he's at low percents. Nice counter there. The counter is aura based, so will not send very far.
Ooh, bad combo there that Lucario has to go through. Taking from 0 to 76%. really gonna have a little bit of aura now, so hopefully he can get
Now
this
needs
kill.
to close it out. Fun fact, he got hit, but then there's the big old back air to close it out. Notice how he got hit 3 times was at 76.
Yeah, like that was insane. Just 3 different attacks brought him almost to 100, which like I know one of them was I forget what smash.
Forward
tag it was.
smash.
Yeah, forward smash.
Yeah, Ganon just really strong character. Not great in terms of a character, but strong. That's definitely something you can't take away from him. Strong and slow. As we have our replays here, nice little stage spike with the down air there. And then unfortunately, Soupcan does end up getting called out here on his recovery.
This is just unfortunate, but like really nothing you could do there. That was just a great call out.
Great call out, because I mean that's game there if that does not work, because then he gets put in the free fall. But Lucario back air, extremely strong move, especially with aura. Can eviscerate most characters from the middle of the stage, starting around 100%, as long as you have decent aura. So very strong move there.
Yeah, now it's down to I assume the Mario.
The Mario versus Lucario.
Yeah, just down a stock can definitely pull this through, especially with that aura.
Especially if this Mario has trouble killing and Lucario gets to live at high percent. That is especially, at least how I've noticed, that's where Soupcan does strive, at those higher percents. As Lucario does get a little bit faster, hits a lot stronger, recovers farther. Soupcan does prefer to be at higher percents. He gets a lot more evasive, so definitely in our favor as long as he stays alive.
Yeah, which, it's unfortunate that that Ganon did get that call out, but if it was a final, just three stocks to 3 stocks, would have been a nice grand finale to this first round or first game. But
just a best of 1 to decide the rounds.
But looks like we're getting into
it's Mario Maker. He's gonna build levels all over the place.
Oh no, it's just Steve.
It's just Steve. No. But he does start at this aura. He does start with some auras as being a stock down.
Yeah, that definitely is going to be nice for Lucario here. Especially, but combined with this little combo that this Mario's doing, it's going to get him at a nice 60% here, which is not good for him, but going to be able to do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, not terrible for Lucario, just builds up the aura, but you just don't want to take too much damage.
Yeah, just not good at how fast he's taking or the combos that he's necessarily fallen into, but so far not necessarily dead. Just has to be on his toes a little bit more right now.
Yes, Mario definitely being the oppressor in the early game. Got to be careful about that cape with the Aura Sphere, as that would be the end of this stock if you can get a good timed cape on one of those Aura Spheres. And with the reverse up smash.
Yeah.
Colin taking out the first stock.
Now, yeah, Soupcan Sam in a very bad place right now. Down 3 stocks to 1.
Not really been able to get much going. Kind of playing on the back foot.
Yeah, it's Mario doing a great job at just kind of chasing down Soupcan Sam wherever he happens to land, and doing a great job at comboing him across the stage. And right now, hasn't been able to really, Soupcan Sam hasn't been able to get any of his own combos in.
Yeah, but definitely if you want a character down 3-1, you want it to be Lucario, as he is stronger, and that'll be a stock there. So trying to close the gap here. Just a couple good Lucario strings might be enough to even get this second stock. Just needs to play around this Mario, be ready for him to come in with those grabs, those up airs, nairs. But definitely, not the best situation to be in, but definitely a situation that we can live out of as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think he just needs to make sure to keep his cool and
double counter there.
Yeah, those are 2 great counters there. Gonna try and throw that cape out to reflect that Aura Sphere, but just gets it out like a frame too late. And now he definitely is getting close and closer to kill percent here.
One good back air will do it right now.
Goes for that counter.
And there's the miss tech into F smash. And that'll be round 1.
Yeah, unfortunate loss there, but just, Elena Cape did a great job at calling out.
That Mario was very aggressive and knew what he wanted. Really couldn't get anything going on our end until it was just too late.
And I think, especially now, like, I think it was a great choice to save that Mario as the anchor. Really, it worked out for them super well in the end, especially because he had his last game and he just came out swinging.
He just came out swinging. He was like, yeah, I'm going to make you play defensive, and it just kind of worked for them.
Now, yeah, we got a little bit of time before we get into the second game. Well, so no, normally when you lose, you get down a first round. Like, what do you guys talk about? Like, what's
mostly just how to potentially change up strategy. That's probably what they're talking about right now. If I'm allowed to, wanted to go talk to them about potential strategy because I was just noticing, I was watching as well. I'm still an option potentially to go in. I don't know if they're thinking about sending me in, but you know, you have like 2 players who didn't even play, so you can rotate some of them in, potentially see how that works.
Yeah, we do have a quick round recap, so we can go over just a few clips from the game. So there we got our first match, the Samus there versus the Inkling, which unfortunately it started out really well, as you can see right here. Just unfortunately, the Inkling did a great job at really crawling back and using that roller in certain plays. That just really worked out for them, and they were really able to take that early stock lead and kept that early stock lead until the end, which Galuna was there to tie it up for a little bit, but unfortunately was not able to fully take the lead over this Mii Swordfighter, although like the Inkling starts off great, but just the Mii Swordfighter did a great job at really crawling back, taking that stocks from Galuna when he could. And then this Ganon did a great job at really playing in this bad matchup of the pit and was able to get really aggressive. And again, yeah, we gotta have to show this call out from the Ganon here, getting the one of Lucario's stocks, which I really think made a huge difference in the end. Although this Mario does end up getting the win with 2 stocks, but a great call out there from Toucan Sam on that Mario. Just can't go for those uppies when you know you're not going to be able to make them. But unfortunately, it's going to be that mistech that did seal the fate for Ball State here. So now, just deciding what they want to do for the second game here. Deciding, if they want to switch up the order or anything, which it is seeming like maybe they are looking at doing. I think that their start last time, Ball State's start, I think was really good last time. Just unfortunately, that Inkling was able to, as we were saying, claw back really well. And I don't think that was necessarily a fault of any of the Ball State players or the Samus or anything like that. But I do think, if they're thinking, there's a good chance that Inkling might come out first. So are you thinking maybe do you still want to go Samus as the first, or?
I do think we're switching it up. I think our Samus was playing against he's a Dr. Mario, but naturally if you play Dr. Mario, you have a good concept of Mario. Played against him earlier online, so I think we're gonna put him into the Mario this time. Wait for him the last. I think we're starting our Lucario first this time.
Okay, it's flipping around, starting the anchor as the start.
Yeah, definitely gonna try a different strategy. I am going in this time. I don't know when yet, but they have informed me that I will be going in for a round.
Okay, that would be interesting to. Do you want to keep the headset on and try and commentate while you play?
No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
No. I know. Yeah. When you're in that headspace, there's nothing. You got to just be focused.
Yeah, I would. Wouldn't be a lot of talking. I'll say that. But hopefully I do well or good enough, so then I don't have to come out and be like, yeah, hey guys, I just got that wasn't good.
I think you got it, especially. Well, I guess you could. You don't have to say it, but well, what are you thinking if?
They want me to play the game and watch.
Okay.
I should be fine. I played Tim and Luigi earlier. I didn't have to play the game and watch.
Okay. So they haven't gotten up against your game and watch.
No, I haven't played it today.
Oh, just today. Okay.
Yeah. I was playing Luigi and Link earlier.
So you're saying you're not warmed up?
on the Game & Watch.
Okay.
Game & Watch is the easiest of the 3 characters I play. So, probably be fine. I might even make a judgment call, depending on what character I'm going into, and switch it up from there. Most likely not Luigi. I haven't been able to do well with him in Cruz for some reason. So, maybe the Toon Link. If it's the Ganondorf, I'll probably just play Game & Watch. For sure, if I'm going into the game Ganondorf, I'm playing Game & Watch because I just should be able to take care of him off stage. Unfortunately, I die at 60, but so does he if I'm going to edge guard correctly. The Inkling should be fine. Have some Inkling experience, as well as who was their other? The Sword Fighter. Was just told I hold the Game & Watch bucket. And Tornado doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that I didn't. That
I just eat the Tornado.
Would be. I didn't even think about that. That's a great counter to Tornado. Just eating it up.
You know what? We're gonna hope we have a nice match like last week's, where we start down and then finish strong. Definitely a lot of work to do, though.
Yeah, and best of 3, so it's essentially whenever it's a best of 3 and we lose the first map, we just go like, oh, it's a reverse sweep. You got that pretty much, which is tough to do. Like, when you say reverse sweep, when you think of anything like best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, like that's tough. Like
it is tough, but luckily with the crew setting, it is only 2 matches. So if we get a nice little, and especially if we win, like if we lose here, it's just over. But if we win here, then all the pressure is on them to respond. So losing, like if you're going to lose one of them, you want to lose the first one because it's like a recuperate. You're like, all right, they got us. How can we, fix this? And if you beat them again, then it's like, all right, now they have to switch. And maybe even we switch it up too to like try and call out something. So like if we start the Lucario, like we started Lucario, which I think we're doing, and then he takes 7 stocks, so to say, that puts them in like a huge hole. So then the next round, they might just start their Mario to be like, hey, we need to get this Lucario out of here.
Yeah, which hopefully, I mean, that's what I'm hoping happens.
We're just hoping not to look at this screen and see Lucario versus Ganondorf. That is what we don't want to see.
Yeah, if they send out their Ganon first, that would be, I think, a crazy play.
That would be a crazy play. Sword Fighter.
Sword Fighter. Okay. I think this definitely makes more sense. I think as a first character option more than the Ganondorf.
Definitely.
But will be interesting just to go into, like, as a Lucario, we were talking about if you're the Game & Watch, you're gonna have the bucket to deal with the Tornado, but Lucario, I think, is gonna have to really worry about the same things.
Yeah, he might even try countering them. I don't know if he will.
That's true. I forgot that Lucario's you mentioned earlier that does counter projectiles.
Yes, it's gonna be trying not to let the Sword Fighter get those burst options, hit the Tornadoes, hit that pesky neutral B that was giving us trouble last set, right as you see right there.
Got a nice buildup of aura so far right now. It's fairly even, 76 to 92 now, but that aura definitely makes things more on Ball State's side.
Big up air there, Kill, responding to the Meeg Sword Fighter going high there. Nice little call out. Definitely want to hold on to this stock as long as he can. Naturally, but the aura will do big favors. As you see, 2 hits doing 25%. Putting the Sword Fighter on his back foot, making him approach him, using the Aura Spheres greatly to keep the Sword Fighter from approaching. And even if he sends a Tornado into an Aura Sphere, yes, both parties will get hit, but I would imagine the Aura Sphere is doing more damage than the Tornado, and the Sword Fighter cannot follow up if they get hit by the Aura Sphere with the Tornado.
Yeah, if they do happen to trade with a Tornado and Aura Sphere, especially right now, that Aura Sphere with all that aura is going to...
Nice little Force Palm, get him off stage, make him recover, put him in the free fall, nice grab. Just keeping the pressure off stage, making the Sword Fighter approach, keeping his distance. As we have no reason to approach right now.
And yet, just if they can get this second stock to be a great lead for Ball State, as they weren't...
There we go. Nice Force Palm off stage. I said he loved doing it.
And if you get for this 3 stock, that would be huge. Yeah, we were talking about... Ball State didn't really have too much of a lead at all. Maybe a 1 stock lead within a game, but they never came out of a game with a lead. So if they could go into Game 2 with a 3 stock lead, that would be huge.
That's effectively a 4v3.
But it's 130%. It's pretty high. There's a lot of aura, but
a good neutral bee.
Ooh.
Nice little aura sphere there. A nice little neutral bee would definitely take care of Lucario as a right on cue right there. Definitely going to be looking for the kill, probably in a little bit of a panic state. Definitely want to keep playing patient, keep throwing the balls. He's not dealing with aura sphere very well. Nice DI there to not get killed by that. Nice extreme speed, getting him back off stage. Just playing the patient game. And nice little aura sphere catch into the back air, like I was saying earlier.
I'm glad
nice
we got to see.
Nice little 3-stock by the Soup Can Sam.
There we go. Yeah, I'm glad we got to see a little bit of that aura sphere like combo that we were talking about earlier.
It's dirty.
And yeah, starting off the second game strong.
Nice little 3-stock. I bet they throw the Ganon in. That'd be my guess.
The Ganon in.
I think they might just, I think that would be my guess, just because you don't. Big thing there was Soup lived till 140. And that against Lucario, that is just a death sentence. If you cannot get that kill, I mean, he just hits like a truck. Everything hits like a truck. You need to kill Lucario before these high percents. And when you don't, that's what happens. Nice. It's just...
Yeah, no, I really can only see like the option being Ganon or the Mario. Because I think like you were saying, the Mario could, hold up a bit and get those early kills. But I do think that Ganon also completes that job as but only if he doesn't get caught out by some of Lucario's stuff. But
I do think that as long as I do think Soup has a good shot to take out whoever sent his way, especially the Ganondorf. I do think he would lose stocks against Ganondorf, but I think we would still take the win from that.
Which, I mean, now, like, if Soup loses stocks, like, it doesn't even really matter. We're up 3 stocks now.
We
as
are
long
up
as
3
we
stocks.
don't get
literally,
that
the worst
back.
case scenario, he gets 3 stocked, it's even.
Yeah.
So it's always great to start out with that big start, where you are basically playing a 4v3 at this point.
Yeah, and I can't see them 3-stocking Soup right now.
No, Lucario just hits so hard at high percents, and he's just so technical with this. Like, I mean, those aura spheres. Like, you got caught by a neutral get up with aura sphere, and you die for it.
Yeah, and
you can also force palm from that too. So.
I think if they wanted to go for a 3-stock, the character they'd have the best chance with that is Mario.
Definitely.
But like I don't think it's worth it to send it to Mario right now.
I could see them doing the Mario just to be like, okay, this Lucario was giving us a little trouble last round. Let's just get him out of the way. But I like to bet good money that our Samus would probably play much better this time. They're very They probably were watching the reruns of their Inkling game on the stream earlier. Just to kind of like be like, hey, what was I doing wrong? Because that was happened to us last week. They got beat by the Zelda that was giving us some trouble in round 1, and then he promptly 2-stocked the Zelda. So definitely definitely a player that's going to do a lot of downloading. So honestly hoping on that to come through as well. I think they're sitting for the Mario this time. So if the Mario does come in and Soup does not take out the Mario, then we'll probably be seeing Twerp to the Mario.
Okay, yeah. Definitely, this game really coming out in Ball State's favor. It would have to go horribly wrong, I think, for
I mean, it's definitely a good team we're looking at. I do think their Sword Fighter, in terms of play, was not by far, but one of their weaker links. Definitely just a matchup check there for the Sword Fighter. I do think their Inkling was really solid. They are a very solid team in general. It's just going to be taking advantage of their tier list spot. Like the Mii Sword Fighter doesn't really have a lot of options if they aren't hitting the tornado. So same with Ganon, he can just get gimped pretty easily, just messed up off stage. He's just dead. And Inkling, solid character, but Mario definitely being the best character that this team plays.
Yeah, Mario being the best character is like the only one I can see maybe tying the game up here, because I think if you send in Ganon here,
that's what they did. They want to get Soup Can Sam out of the way.
Yeah, Yeah, because I think you send it in the Ganon, you could take out Lucario, but you're definitely not doing it in 3 stocks. And I think same for Inkling, but Mario here, definitely the best chance for that 3 stocks. We saw they played a little bit in that first round. Definitely was going more in that Mario's favor, so he's going to be a little bit more probably favorable in this matchup right now. But he is down 3 stocks.
Yes, definitely. You would love to win, but at the very worst here, you want to take a stock. Preferably all of them. 2 is also great as well, but just getting that 1 stock cements yourself in the lead going into the next game. Puts a lot of stress off the other players behind you.
Yeah, because Soup's really done all he's needed to do already. Any stock past this is just kind of a bonus. But he really needs to get at least a stock just to try and keep some sort of lead going, which so far keeping himself in a little bit. He's got a nice 122%, so we've got a decent amount of aura, but yeah, keeping out Mario only at 72 right now is going to be a little tough. Just kind of right. I guess with aura, I don't know exactly when his kill range starts.
If he gets a good place back air, he's dead.
Oh
but
yeah, right now,
dash attack 2 frame.
Yeah, doing a great job at keeping him off the ledge right now.
This is the percentage you don't want to have Lucario at.
Ooh.
Misses cape, and he's already at 110.
Oh, and almost gets that counter off. Ooh, misses the punish.
Almost up smash out of shield there. Up smash out of shield is definitely one of Mario's better kill options. Extreme speeding to the other side of the stage, just trying to keep the distance.
Ooh, a nice cape there. Confuses them. Yeah. Back throw.
Do it. Back throw is Mario's kill throw. Definitely at 170 will get the job done.
So, but now, I mean, he's at 119. I think Sam could definitely find a way to get this kill here.
Ooh, and there it goes. Nice little nair under the stage. Will get the job done. So Soup has officially gone positive. All Ball State really needed from him. Would love to just, get rid of this Mario, set Ball State up for a 3v2 down the line, and still give Soup 1 more stock to work with extra aura.
Yeah, if he can somehow take down more of this Mario, that would be huge for Ball State, which right now, I mean, he's got the percent lead. He's even it out down to 3 stocks still, but he's done his job.
Nice read by the Mario.
Yeah, this Mario is definitely going to be keeping this fight going. A bad up B there from him, but not going to be able to get punished. But now, I think, just keeps this distance.
Oh, nice reverse Aura Sphere into Force Palm there from Soup. Mario definitely getting a little antsy for a kill right now. Yep, that's 2 up smashes in 5 seconds. Definitely wants the kill here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, looking. Oh, yeah.
Nice little forward air off stage for the Mario to take that stock.
Yeah, this Mario definitely wants to try and just move on to the next Ball State player, trying to get just the stock lead down as much as he can, but
try and keep them within striking range.
But I mean, if Ball State can get this other stock from him, that would be huge. I mean, he's at 124%. The chances of him getting the kill, I mean, he did get a nice counter there.
Oh,
nice.
A little bit stale. Moves a little bit stale. And that ball might do it if he does not. Yeah,
there we go.
And Soup is now taking 2 stocks off of this Mario. See if he can lock in, take the last stock, and put Ball State into a commanding lead.
So far, not looking too good.
That'll do it. That'll do it. The nice little up air into down air combo. But Soup did all he needed to do, took the Mario down to 2 stocks, and hopefully the next Ball State player can just go in and take the 1 stock off the Mario, and we'll just be hopefully cruising from there.
Yeah, that is huge for Ball State now, because they can hopefully, as you just said, take just the 1 stock off the Mario and be cruising. I mean, their Inkling and their Ganondorf are good, but we were talking about their Mario is definitely their star player here.
Definitely their strong suit.
And if they can just get him off the board quick and easy, I think we really secure this game too.
Yeah. As long as we play the game we we would be okay from there.
But now, so I guess we get 1 stock for the Mario. You got the stock lead. Do you think it's going to be, does the Samus come out just to clear it?
Yeah, I believe so. If I'm not cheating and seeing them walk to the chair back there, yes, that would be the best course of action. You don't want to risk throwing in at somebody and the Mario just, as their best player. If we don't respond with a very good player of our own, which we're all very good, but in terms of like how we perform in crews, we don't want to throw somebody in and get 3 stocked by the Mario, because then that just puts all of our momentum on the floor. You just want to get them out of the way. Personally, I'm not very good against Mario. It's just a weird thing. So I would be like, nope, don't put me in. Let Twerp take them out, and move on from there.
Mario definitely is very weird. He's so just like, to me, he's like, you really feel how weird he is if you play him. Like I cannot play Mario in Ultimate. I
like playing Mario. It's just I just cannot comprehend some of the things he does for some reason, even though I play him, which is really weird. I don't know. A lot of online Mario specifically like to do a lot of like dash back forward smashes, and I just am really bad at falling for those.
Yeah. Now, online, there are some online plays, that I will fall for every time. That unfortunately,
Yeah, and then like every time you get hit by it, you're like, what's wrong with me?
Every time I'm like, it happened again.
Again, that's like the 4th dash back forward smash I've been hit with this game, and then you get hit with it a 5th time, and you're like, it's just not my day.
But so yes. I was wondering I was asking about the Samus, because I was thinking he's on his last stock, but you're talking about, so you think it's best to just still go and clear it out, even though it's on 1 stock, but it's their best player.
Yep, you don't want to risk somebody not being able to get the kill, and the Mario lives forever, and you just want to, you're like, okay, this is their best player. We threw in one of our better players to start. We're just going to throw in another one. We're getting them out of the way. So they're going to... honestly, to be completely honest, our Samus did not play as well as they normally do, so they're probably not going to be... They're going to be like, oh, it's fine, you can get the Samus, but if our Samus plays their game, they're probably the best player on our team.
Do you think that any of that has to do with the fact that they were playing Samus instead of Dark Samus?
I don't know. We'll find out. If they switch to Dark Samus, the vibes were off.
Yeah, I guess that is true. Yeah, and the vibes
Maybe
were
they
off.
just take
switch
the
to Dark
last
Samus.
7 stocks. A couple of us in... these crews have gotten 12 pieces, Twerp being one of them.
Oh,
we
wow.
just take out an entire team.
Yeah, that is rare. That is...
It does happen since we are in a new ECAC division. So sometimes you get these teams that are just strictly for fun, and then they're playing against a varsity team, and it's like, oh, so that's usually how that happens.
He is going the Dark Samus, so I guess the vibes were off.
The vibes were off, and we will hop into it.
And so far, I think that Mario's just gonna want to just try and come out swinging. You want to play patient, but it just wants to try and get as much damage and any lives and stocks as he can.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh.
Nice string there from the Mario. Definitely just trying to not let Twerp have a chance to breathe. Should be a big part of the game plan here. Twerp is trying to keep the Mario out. Nice roll read there. Trying to see if the bomb maybe do something.
Yeah, try and keep him on the ledge, unable to. But so far, a great explosive opening there for Mario, but...
Nice stage spike there.
I was just about to say an explosive return from the Samus as well.
Ooh, up smash came out, barely missed. Mario off stage.
The cape making it weird, the turnaround. Both so close in percent, 113 to 123. Only a 10% difference. Mario is off stage.
And there it is. The bomb gets it done.
There we go. Yeah, for a moment there, it looks like Mario was going to be able to get a stock off there, but...
Strong start by the Mario, but our Twerp does lock it in and just calm down, take a deep breath, figure out what the Mario wants, and just kind of not let him have it.
Yeah, Twerp did a great job at really just calming down and playing it safe, and because I think it's... A lot of players, you get to like 100%, the other player's still at like 5.
And you're just like, oh no.
Yeah, you're just already thinking about, okay, what am I going to do when I'm back at 0? What am I going to do for my 2 stocks instead of 3? I can really tell that like Twerp's mentality was not that. His mentality was still, I have 3 stocks. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Things can change in a hurry. Rage is a mechanic, so you hit them slightly harder or farther.
But now they
those
don't
bombs on ledge are just so scary. Like it's just slightly, Mario slightly mistimed it, got hit by the bomb, and next thing you know, it's a charge shot in your face. And you're not living that at 130.
And now they're in a tough position here because I mean, I can't see them going like I guess it's I feel like I'm saying this with every matchup, but I can't see them going Ganon here.
And that's Ganon. You're never sitting there and are like, yeah, we should go Ganon. Except Lucario, really. Like there's just not a lot of characters that you're sitting there and being like, yeah, Ganon. But I do think Ganon will be their anchor just because, you know, with Ganon, you just have to weigh how bad the matchup is. And Samus Ganon, that's not one you pick.
Yeah, that's one
And with the Inkling taking out Twerp last time, definitely going to be that Inkling if I had to guess, Monique. But I think I bet Twerp's done their homework. They're going to do better against this Inkling the second time through.
Yeah, no, there's a lot less nerves they got to work with. They got to done their homework. I think they go the Inkling. Twerp's gonna do good, and if they go Ganon. Yeah, like that's just talking about like they cannot go Ganon into Samus. Like
you can't go Ganon into most people, but people still do.
Like, yeah, that is true. Like I was thinking, like Pit. Like I was like, yeah, that's a bad matchup, but like at least it definitely hits the smash attacks. You could do stuff. Samus, I'm thinking
how do you get in?
I'm like Samus. If he just decides to camp him,
it's just
what is he gonna do?
I mean,
what is he gonna do?
It's something that is obviously doable, but I don't think you have to just work. You have to almost know what the Samus is going to do.
Yeah,
and go around it, and that's your only option. So if the Samus is mixing you up in any regard, you just don't win that at all. But if I had to place the money, I think they're going Inkling. The Inkling beat Twerp last time, so I don't think they're gonna think too hard about that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there we go. There's the Inkling.
Makes sense. Checks out.
But now, I mean, it's the same matchup, but 3 stock difference. Gonna see how that Inkling's gonna be able to play with that on their minds. So far,
a lot of the times you might see teams when they're down get a little bit kill happy, just trying to take early stocks. When in all reality, you should just play your game. You know, if you're getting your opponent at super high percent normally, you know, just don't try and kill earlier if you don't have to.
That's I think the most important thing you can do in these situations and in these games is just stay calm.
Yes.
And try and just stick to your game plan. You know what works. If you're down, try and figure out what's going wrong, because it's not just your entire game plan. But
yes, it could just be a bad, a bad match. Could be they were just guessing everything I was doing. Could be a lot of things. I do like the battlefield pick here from Twerp, as you will not get punished as hard for getting caught with up Bs out of shield, since you can land on that top platform.
That's true.
The bomb's putting in some extra work here. Calling out all these jumps, being inside this Inkling's head right now. The bomb's putting in a lot of work, and nice little charge shot, Inkling up to 150. The bomb ledge trap's just being so strong.
Yeah, just any little hit.
And then there does it. Takes the stock. Twerp just applying so much pressure to these Atlantic Cape players right now.
And they have to come up with something here, but right now, with how Twerp's playing, I don't know what they got to do, because Twerp is doing a great job at just keeping this Inkling on the ledge, doing a great job playing around those bombs, and
now it's the Inkling's turn.
Yeah,
keeping Twerp off stage.
Gonna get a nice down smash there and a nice back throw, but Twerp out now at high 145%. Gonna get out of that ledge, back into neutral here, but good chance that this Inkling's gonna get that stock before too long. But with charge shots like that, maybe Twerp's gonna be getting their second stock first.
Hoping so. Definitely got to play the patient game. Don't overextend. This Inkling is very good at punishing the whiffs and the mistakes, especially a very strong ledge trap game as well. So this is really going to come down to who's off stage least, as both of these players are not letting each other get back off on stage when they get off stage.
Yeah, both of these characters are both great at just kind of ledge trapping there. And
they got bombs. The bombs are putting in a lot of work for both sides.
They really are, and especially just right now, it seems like if you get on the ledge, you're going to be there for a while. But right now, at least Torp is doing a great job so far at kind of not staying on the ledge for too long. Maybe he gets hit by a couple of bombs, maybe one or two attacks, but it's been generally fine at getting out of there.
Nice back there, getting Inkling off stage. No ink, so they will have to recover with that up B. There's no roller shenanigans going on. And one more bomb and gets the... Ooh. Surviving at 169.
Yeah, still at no ink. Man, 181 is crazy.
Man.
Still alive. Goes for that charge shot, but
and that'll do it. That fair will get it. So 2-1 for Twerp here. Definitely wants to hold on to the stock if they can. Getting them off stage, nice little. I wouldn't imagine maybe a bomb. Yep, bomb down air.
Yeah,
get that nice little grab. The Inkling is getting a little nervous.
And just like that,
the Inkling's already at 90%, and they have not been off ledge yet.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's the first hit they've gotten on Twerp in that stock. Was right then. And
the Inkling's turned, and now the ledge trapping game is very strong between these two. Yep, nice little down smash will get it done. But Twerp kind of in the driver's seat here. But that doesn't mean anything's over. Still has to get the kill.
Yep.
Nice charge shot there.
Yeah, that was
and
great.
The backer will close it out. And we will head into Atlantic Cape's last player with 7 stocks remaining.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be tough for them now.
The Ganondorf.
It's Ganon.
The Ganon's going to have to put in some work.
Yeah. If they want to end this now, they're going to have to do a lot, which... I think especially with that Samus having 1 stock left, I don't know if they're going to be able to or if they're really going to be able to do it.
Yeah. We got from the back that said the dark vibes are better. They were in fact better. As we get the replay up now, just those dangerous bombs, and then a nice little nair call out there from Twerp. Then we got the Inkling taking their first stock on... I forget what this was. Or maybe this is just a different replay. Oh, yes, the forward air. Going over the top of the charge.
I forgot as well, because, the Samus lit for so long there. They did a really good job at just going back and forth, but Twerp, I think, one, starting out with the stock lead going into it here, but just played incredibly well around theirs. And as you said, just did his homework. And I think that ultimately is... put him over the edge. Yeah, great call out there.
And then bam, back air. Wanted to get back. So hopefully, we got one player left. I'm pretty confident that if Twerp does fall to this Ganondorf, then I'll most likely get sent in. So, maybe I have to step away for a minute. Or Twerp could just take it home.
That is, it's Ganon. He does only have 1 stock left, but I know he's not going to be thinking too valuably of it with all the stocks, the players.
All the ones in the back line, yeah. But definitely going to try and do all he can to take at least 1 away.
Definitely, yeah.
If we average 1 stock a game, we're perfectly fine.
That is true. You could... But hopefully, I think, as we were talking about, this Samus-Ganon matchup is just horrible for Ganon in every sense of the word. He can't
get in. He's what is the Ganon supposed to do?
His move to get in, which is his
nair.
down B, nair, or I'm just thinking
nair's probably the better one because down B, you get in, but if they shield it, there's so much lag. Yeah. You're just gonna grab it back, throw it off stage. It's so probably not their best option. Maybe calling out with command grab side B. Yeah. There's not much shield dashing in. It doesn't sound good on paper.
Yeah. It really is going to be tough for this Ganon. They're going to be Sisyphus for real. Just pushing that boulder up the hill, and maybe they'll be able to do something. I wouldn't be too surprised if they take this final
Yeah,
stop.
I do expect this Ganon to get the one, but who knows? They may not. There's only one way to find out. It's playing the game.
That is true. But what if you're the Ganon? Like, what do you even like? What do you tell yourself?
I'm just gonna go play my game. You're down 7, so the Ganondorf didn't take a lot their first time through. So if you're the Ganon, then you just want to you just gotta try.
Yeah.
You're going into a Samus, you know it's not good, and you're like, maybe I can sneak out the one. They're probably, if I had to guess, going to go for at least a couple just like out of nowhere forward smashes, maybe try and get an early kill. But, I mean, early for Ganon's like 50%. So.
That is true, and with Dark Samus a little bit floatier, we were talking about, like, I don't know, are their weights the same?
Their weights are the same.
Okay.
They're relatively heavy.
That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if with that floatiness, if they still weigh the same.
Yes,
but
they do weigh the same. The floatiness just goes in terms of floating around.
Which I like the way they were able to like kind of still keep the Echo Fighters like the exact same, but had like at least a little bit of difference.
Tell that to Peach and Daisy.
That is the one I hate.
They are not different in any sense of the word. Like at least with the Pit and Dark Pit, the side Bs are slightly different and the arrows are different. With Dark Samus, it's really the same minus the floatiness. And then what's the Fire Emblem Echo? Do they count Martha and Lucina as echoes? They might.
I think Martha and Lucina are echoes. I think Roy and Chrom might be echoes.
I don't. Maybe I could.
Maybe
they
not.
might, but they're not too similar enough to call them echoes.
Yeah.
I think it'd have to be Martha and Lucina, and that's still kind of stretching it. All right, let's see what the Ganon tries to do. Already grabbed. Already at 18, already just kind of struggling to get in, really.
Yeah, already off stage. Gonna be
already at 84, and they haven't even gotten close to Twerp yet.
Yeah, if Twerp can just keep ledge trapping them like they're doing right now, and
almost the F smash connect to just. Gets the first. No 0 to death, but 0 to close. Nice up tilt there to snap on a ledge.
Yeah, that is. I always forget that up tilt.
There's the F smash.
Yeah, 60%. Gonna have to be a little bit more careful if he wants to hold on to the stock here. But
nice little grab there. Thrown off stage.
Yeah, hopefully can recover semi quickly, but. At 97% here, any smash attack or back air is going to do it.
And hey, got the one. Went positive.
Yeah, went positive. Went one. Ganon's got 2 stocks left, and yeah, I don't know if he's able to do too much here with that.
Well, they might be calling my name.
We'll see what... But, yeah, I mean, I think both players were playing really well for that round. But Twerp just did a great job here at this ledge guarding there. Just what we've seen him do with his ledge guarding abilities. Just great job with those bombs and with those pulse charges and really timing those. And I completely forgot that Samus's up tilt can hit on ledge like that. So that was a great call out there. Using that to get the kill. But then as Ganondorf just playing against him is going to tax your percentage a lot. And over a while, he's going to get that big hit and get that kill and switch what we saw there. But now...
Update. I'm staying here.
Staying here. Let's go.
Put in our... we got a different plan going on now.
Okay.
Out of convenience, mostly.
Okay. It's 2 stocks.
We got 6-2. We should be perfectly fine here. We got our pit going in. Who got that early kill on the Ganon earlier, and then we got our We got an anchor that'll most likely be able to take the rest. We should be perfectly fine. But, just job's not finished.
It's going to be a little bit of an uphill climb since we saw the Pit did lose against the Ganon last time. It was a little bit. I forget. Did they start one stock down that time? They must have.
I think so. Yeah.
So it will be roles reversed. Actually.
Yes, precisely. We only have to take the 2, and then we get to move on to the 3rd round, where the momentum will be in our favor. Well, it would be nicer to end it here, because if this ends up getting close and still winning, then the momentum's kind of like stalled in our opinion, because the Ganon almost made a comeback, so to say. But you definitely, in our position, would like to just end it here. They haven't even seen our brawler yet. So keeping them in the back pocket might be pretty nice, pretty nice option. They haven't seen me, so that's 2 players that they have not seen, and they don't have any substitutes, so they won't be switching anyone out either. So we will not see anyone else new. We've seen their 4 players. We know who they're going to play. They haven't seen 2 of ours.
Yeah, no, that's definitely going to be tough for them going into it. And do you think going into the 3rd round, are you going to use those 2 players like to your advantage in a way? Like, are you going to start out with one, you think?
That's up for them to decide. I'm here at the booth.
That's true.
I mean, I wouldn't think it'd be a bad idea to at least start our brawler. I think that might not be bad. I don't think they're going to start me. I think I would be kind of a plug guy. They're going to try and not use me if they can. Not saying would be any better than any option there, because I have been sitting at the desk for a couple hours now. Definitely a if needed position I would be in, but I will not anchor because that scares me, and I don't want to be that. We have people on our team who would anchor better than me.
Anchoring's a tough job.
Yeah, I usually, in terms of like normal crews, I would be a starter, and if I'm a starter, I'm going Game & Watch or Team Link, or the Luigi for plug and play. Like, oh, we need to get through this guy. Luigi's good matchup. Play Luigi. Even though Luigi is who I play in tournaments.
Yeah, Luigi's such an interesting character too. I had someone who in my high school who was a Luigi player, and just. Luigi is such a weird character to me.
He's like the best offensive state in the game, but he's like a slightly better competitive Little Mac almost. Like you're gonna die. You might just get touched and died, and but off stage not great. Better than Little Mac, but his recovery is straight upward, and he must recover. Like if he's down here, he needs a side B, and then recover. So definitely very punishable, and a lot of the time, sometimes you just get hit and you're just dead. It's like, no, okay.
Yeah. Luigi's got those crazy grab combos.
Oh yeah, 0 to death. Oh yeah, I need to get better at that. I can do it, but been focusing a lot more on my online characters for this.
Oh yeah, it's 0 to deaths, especially like are cool. I feel like to know, but Luigi's is a bit more like I feel like will show up, but some of them I feel like are like, when are you going to be in a situation where these are going to happen?
Luigi and Kazuya, they're the 2.
Yeah.
Rob has one that's a little harder to hit with the gyro, but for the most part, Kazuya, Luigi, you get grabbed at 0, you might just die. So
that's crazy. Kazuya, when they dropped him, I remember
he was like 40, 50 moves. They wanted to keep him true to Tekken, so we gave him 50 moves. And Electric Wind Godfist, which is like the bane of everyone's existence. Grabbed Electric Wind Godfist, Nair, Crouch. I don't know what the moves are called. Once we get into all the input moves, I lose it. Alright, we got our next round coming up here. Bloopa coming in to try and clean up this Ganondorf and take Ball State to a round 2 win.
Yeah, which hopefully he's going to be able to. It's got a 6-2 stocks, so definitely just Ball State's favor. But did see him lose against this Ganon in the last game, so there's definitely just a little bit of, I guess, anxiety on if he'll be able to close it out. Almost gets spiked there, but doing a great job.
Doing a great job of just not letting this Ganon breathe, which is exactly what you need to do in this situation. And there's the first stock. Seeing a deep breath from Bloop up there as he side Bs off stage, but he makes it back because Pitt has a great recovery. Nice tech there, another grab. Grabs are going to be a big part of Pitt's game plan, especially against Ganondorf.
Yeah, Pitt can get a decent amount of combos off of these grabs from what I can remember.
For a very long time as well.
Yeah, just that
the
nair
down
is
tilts
so
are really
nice.
strong too. If you talk to him about the nair, he'd complain about it because people fall out of it quite a lot.
That's true. I forget about that.
Already at 78 here on his last stock with Bloopa still sitting nice on the 88% on his third stock. All the way now above 100, just kind of looking to get this Ganondorf off stage and seal the deal. Nice tech read from Atlantic here and gets the nair for the kill.
Yeah, good nair kill there, but
luckily not a lot of work needs to be done here by Bloopa. Just kind of needs to close out this third stock, and that nair would have done it if it didn't clank. Does have to be careful because of how strong Ganondorf is.
Ooh,
nice fair right there.
Yeah, doing a good job. It took a couple of big hits, but so far is
they're off
doing
stage. Gonna have to do some arrow stuff, and that will do it. Ganondorf is not making it back from that. And round 2 goes to Ball State, and we have a Game 3 for back-to-back weeks.
There we go. Yeah, and not only a Game 3, a pretty decisive Game 2 as well.
Yes.
Which
hold on.
Win. Yeah. I'll let you talk about that. Pretty decisive Game 2, which we'll go into that final match there. A little bit of the replays. Boofy just did a great job here at playing around this Ganon. I think really did a good job at learning from his mistakes from their first match in the Game 1. Also, just a lot less of pressure put on his shoulders now in this Game 2. He was able to lose. He could have lost all 3 of his stocks, like we said, and we'd still be completely fine pretty much. But still, now going into Game 3, it's a completely different mentality here because you got to think. The opener, I think of this in the opener and the anchor are the 2 most important players in the crew battle, and either can be the deciding factor, and most likely is going to be the deciding factor. And last time we saw that the opener for sure of Soup Cam Sam for Ball State definitely was the deciding factor. I think in how the game played, that getting the 3 stock on the Me Sword Fighter really just set Ball State up for success in that Game 2, and then at the end of the day, no matter what happened, they just were able to just keep their cool and still play. But it is looking, seems like Ari is going to be playing, maybe. I don't know for certain. Yep. I didn't know that, replacement caster. I just assumed I was going to be up here casting all by my lonesome. But that would be nice. Yeah, so Game 3 is just like I was saying, a whole new mentality for Ball State. They got to be thinking, who are they going to send up first? And we were talking a little bit earlier about we do know that Atlantic Cape, they have no substitutes. It's only their four people. Most likely are going to be playing their 4 characters. Maybe, I guess, I wouldn't be surprised, I guess, if maybe we don't see that Me Sword Fighter in this 3rd round. If they are supposedly a Corrin Piranha Plant player, then I assume they are most likely going to go one of those 2 characters this round. But we saw that Lucario in Game 2 really was the deciding factor against that as well. So I think, that Me Sword Fighter is definitely could be gone. But yeah. Sorry, went on a little tangent there. They only have their 4 players, while Ball State has a couple of substitutes they can go to, as we're talking about. Ari himself being one of them, was casting here. Hasn't played a game yet, but is going to be playing in this 3rd round here. Might be even starting, because as we were saying, if he hasn't played, he starts out first. No one from Atlantic Cape is going to know really how to deal with him, because sure, they know how to play with, assumingly he plays Game & Watch here. Sure, they probably know how to deal with the Game & Watch, but they don't know how to deal with him or his Game & Watch, and that can be definitely a great way to start and get this momentum. And you'll hear me say this no matter the game pretty much, but Smash especially, I will talk about how important momentum is, because momentum in Smash can switch on the drop of a dime. You saw, with characters like Ganondorf, who can do 70% in 3 hits, which is insane. So Smash, you really have to be ready for anything to happen, and in crew battle, you have to be ready for anything to happen across 4 different players in 4 different matches, or even more than that. I guess supposedly, since you got to deal with the returning stocks and the returning lives, but it's really tough to just deal with. But getting everything set up right now, and I really this is what I'm gonna try and guess what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna try and guess. I'm gonna try and guess exactly what's gonna happen. Let's see. I think the first player that Atlantic Cape is gonna send out is, I don't think they're sending others. I think they're either gonna send out their Inkling again, or I think they're gonna send out that Meteor Fighter player, but either as like I was saying earlier, either as that Corrin or that Piranha Plant. I think they're going to lean more towards sending out the Corrin or the Piranha Plant, just with what I was talking about. Sure, like they still have to use the same 4 players, but they can switch up their characters if they want. So new character, yeah, you'd be like, okay, I guess I'm playing against the same player I was before, but they're going to be playing this new character a lot differently, and especially from what it sounds like, Corrin and Piranha Plant seem to be more of a main for them, so maybe that'd be just a lot more of a dangerous character or situation to go up against. I am real quick could do a shout out to for most people out there, Ball State Esports has plenty of followers here across all of social media. We got TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, but for those who don't know, who thought we should showcase what we do here, so we do actually have a quick TikTok to show you guys, and we're gonna cut to that real quick before we get into game.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's go.
Lucas, rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I win.
What the hell? Bryce, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Paper, 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 paper. Paper, 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 paper.
Yes! Noah, rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, alright. Hey Gabe, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Hey.
Alright.
And yeah, there we go. That's one of the amazing TikToks you can see if you follow our page at Ball State Esports. We post plenty of content spanning across all the games, all the players, and that was just a nice little, rock, paper, scissors with plenty of the players there. I'm forgetting all of the ones we saw there, but I remember seeing Lucas and Bryce, fellow casters, and also Bryce is a Call of Duty player, and Lucas is a iRacing player. Both great at their respective games and great at casting. But Lucas, a little bit of a cheater at rock, paper, scissors, it seems like. But yeah, if you want to go follow our pages, go just look at Ball State Esports on pretty much anything as far as I know. That was TikTok, but post on Instagram and Twitter as well for plenty of updates. But going into game here, seems like I think this is our Mii Brawler here, which is we were talking about earlier. Me and Ari were talking about how you want to start with a surprise in the third round, and we do have 2 members of Ball State that have not played yet, which is Ari and our Mii Brawler. So I was wondering if one of them would go first, which we're talking about. If they did, most likely was going to be the Mii Brawler. Mii Brawler is a very interesting character. I was just about to mention how very early on in Smash Ultimate's lifeline, I feel like all the Miis were kind of viewed pretty similarly. I feel like no one. I feel like they weren't really had in too much competitive play very early on, but then all of a sudden there just kind of was just this build up for Brawler, and it came out. But here we got Luna on our desk, the amazing Yoshi player for Ball State.
I am very mid as a player. I'll give it up. You all saw, but I am pretty good as a coach. Pretty alright as a coach.
I would say great at both.
I appreciate the flattery.
Mm-hmm.
But talking Mii's. Mii Sword Fighter's placement in the meta is controversial. It's whether you believe in that he can execute the combos and new stuff that has been discovered by a player named Ramble.
Okay.
Ramble has made 2 Mii Sword Fighter video compendiums, like hour-long videos showing completely new stuff, new routes that are pretty much like 0 to death, kind of hard to execute.
Yeah.
But like can pretty good. As well as the second that was the first video. The second video was a video about his side special. It's, believe it or not, the thrust he was doing to kill us all, that was down special. He has 2 thrusts.
That was down special.
Yeah, he has 2 thrusts, and the Mii Sword Fighter we're playing against is running both. Basically, you can mix up that side special so that no one can recover you without risking dying if you're good at mixing. But there's really probably only 1 player, maybe 2, and I don't know about him, that is actually trying to optimize and implements all that stuff, and that would probably be Rambo, the one who made the videos in the first place. So that's kind of Mii Sword Fighter. If you don't believe in that stuff, he's either like low, mid-tier, or bottom tier. Either way, I do think he beats Yoshi, which is why we decided not to send him in. Given I was being a bit of an idiot and not parrying his tornadoes, I kind of forgot you can do that during a match, and that would have helped significantly so that I'm not jumping over into his up tilts. But that'd be the adjustment that we make if I were to go in, but we decided you'll see.
I was trying to guess up here what I thought the order was going to be now, and one thing I was thinking about is I was trying to guess Atlantic Cape's order, and I was wondering if they would try and go Mii Sword Fighter against. I was thinking like we were talking about they were listed online as being a Corrin and Plant player, and so we were very surprised at first when we saw Mii Sword Fighter, and we saw that for game 2 it seemed that Mii Sword Fighter didn't seem to work out too well.
Let's forget who he faced. I think it was Soupcan, was it?
I believe so, yeah.
On Lucario? Yep. Aura Sphere stops a lot of what he wants to do. You can't camp behind Tornado when Aura Sphere's being thrown at you. Lucario has a better time with his Nair jumping over, being more safe. Counter can just reflect that. Lucario can threaten edge guards, aka offstage kills, is another thing. So that'd probably be the reason you saw that die. And we see here on Cam's Green Spiral, who is our first pick, playing Me Brawler. Whole game plan here is we got kind of 2 players we're worried about, the rest not so much. Respect to them though. That being the Me Sword Fighter and the Mario. So we have Green. They have not played against Green Spiral yet. We're coming in with him as a kind of surprise pick because he's pretty much just on the same level as I would say on the same level regularly as Soup Can Sam on the Lucario in terms of his skill. Not as good of a crew character, just because Lucario's just that good for crews with his aura mechanic, but...
Yeah, that aura is just broken for crews.
Very patient play. One thing we've seen from the opposing team here is they're not afraid to throw out kill moves despite how maybe punishable they may be. Green Spiral here is very cautious, very dedicated to, I'm not going to run into that.
So, are you guys assuming that the Me Sword Fighter is going to be first again?
Know.
You know?
Yeah,
okay.
We do know.
Okay.
It's interesting. You kind of just talk between the captains of each team. Technically, there's an official rulebook if you want to go to that. But really, the only thing that's used official rulebook-wise is, like, the stage list. Well, that's not the correct character, I would assume. Yep.
Oh, there. Yep.
Vince Mango versus Hatsune Miku. We're going to see who wins. Of course, Vince Mango trained in the Jedi ways. Yep, and here we go. We saw that tornado, and as I said, Green Spiral here is just going to try to wait it out, be above it, be too far away, and if he does have to shoot, he's going to try and parry that junk.
Yeah. So I think like we were talking about the tornado seems to be like one of the definitely the best projectile or the best spacing tool for the sword fire there. Would you?
So interesting enough, it's not even close. He should be using Shuriken of Light.
That's what I see more sword fires use that, but like and stuff like that. But just
tornado. Sorry to talk over. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, but yeah, interesting that he chose tornado for his zoning tool.
Yeah. Tornado's way easier to use is the main reason. You don't have to like work as hard to get the combos off it. And it can still be kind of oppressive on the ledge. You saw when I was recovering as Yoshi against the Mii Sword Fighter that I was getting hit on that ledge a lot, given that's mostly a Yoshi problem, because he doesn't snap the ledge very well. Most people have an up B that they can just kind of snap the ledge better with. But, yeah. So far, we're seeing a good job here from Green Spiral. Maybe a little overzealous with those up smashes and down smashes. But he's just waiting out the moves as we discussed. Yep, calling out the side B there, going high, and we're going to be up a stock. Decent percent, too.
Yeah, did a great job at really just kind of comment down there and punishing that Mii Sword Fighter. Was getting a little smash attack happy there at the end for that kill, but I think it ended up being worth it. Oh, seems a connection error has occurred, unfortunately.
There's a very good chance that's on our end. So if the other team wants to, they can probably make us take a stock for that, is my guess. We'll see if they do that. In my experience, most teams are pretty generous and will be like, okay, let's just start with the same stocks.
I'm being told...
Okay, nope, it's actually... We got news that it's just our production, thank the Lord, so... in theory, we just have Green Spiral here continuing to do his job, wait him out, do what he needs to do. So.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we just have no game now to commentate over. That is one thing So like I get, but I wish that Nintendo could work on as a way to like rejoin that, especially if you're a viewer and you somehow get kicked.
I mean,
Like-
yeah. Production will be into the arena before the match ends, but they won't be able to view it. Based on the applause, I'm guessing Green Spiral is up probably 2 stocks now. I would not be surprised at all.
Oh,
I don't know what we're
this
basing
is so.
it based off the team's noises. I think that could have been like, it's either Green Spiral's dead or Green Spiral almost died. So
That could have been like Green Spiral got the nastiest like early kill, or Green Spiral just got early kill themselves.
I don't think that would be the case because we'd be seeing movement to like rearrange who we're facing next and all that. So and it seems like they're still playing. That would be okay. So I'm guessing we at least got a victory.
I think so. That seemed like a celebration of victory.
So
Don't know how many stocks we have left.
we could have as many as 3, like very easily. Like that me sword fighter, but as we said, their entire team except kind of the Mario. The Mario still does it at kill percents where he'll throw out moves, but Mario up smash is just that good of a move. You can throw that out. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a Ball State victory as we're told. So yeah, great up smash to call out there before we unfortunately lost the connection there. But now,
yeah. And as I said, we have. They are not aware of the overwhelming spiral. We got news that it is a 3 stock. Heck yeah, to Green Spiral. They are just in the green vortex, the green zone.
Yeah, you locked them in there and
So
not
now
gonna let them out.
it's precisely as we hoped, where they're like, "Oh darn, this is a good player. Do we need to send our Mario? But we need the Mario for the Samus and the Lucario." So they're in a rough spot as we intended to.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a really rough spot for them. Because I think, yeah, like you could send out the Mario, but I think then if they send out the Mario, we're kind of just gonna see what happened in game 2.
And like I honestly do trust in Green Spiral to take at least 1 stock off Mario as well.
Yeah,
Do not mess with Hatsune Miku. She does rule the world.
You'll have to talk to I forget who it was. There we had someone in a production stream last week. Oh yeah, like, hey, I don't care for Hatsune Miku. And then
I mean, I guess it's fine. I do like Hatsune Miku.
yeah,
So long, not caring, that's one thing. If you don't like her, I think that's it's like ticking off the Swifties. You might want to watch your bank information. It is. She's online. She might have access to that stuff. She is an online critter.
that is true. I didn't think about that. Hatsune Miku probably has access to all our bank information right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember I can't remember who it was, but someone said, yeah, they're like, I don't care for Hatsune Miku, and they also said, I don't like any Pokemon except for Shuckle. And I was like, what? I went, that's a take.
He's just, do we have the kid, like the very old meme? I like turtles. Is that the kid we have in production?
I think so. I think that might be them.
Heck, I mean, I do like that vid, so I'm willing to excuse it. Suppose like Pokemon, you see it, and some of the people you see playing around it, it's kind of fine to see that fine and get some bad juju. So, but then you still like turtles, so Shuckle's allowed.
I do like Shuckle. I just think that's kind of like a crazy pick to be like the only acceptable Pokemon.
That or
Shuckle.
he super stalled out gym leaders using its crazy defense or whatever.
True.
But speaking, that's one franchise that Nintendo influences, although not majority owns. Let's talk about Smash Brothers.
That's
another
true.
game that a game Nintendo completely owns. Although not complete rights to all the characters in it. Before Fortnite took off, biggest collab there ever was. Still the second best.
There we go. It looks like
Second
we're getting
biggest.
to second game. Yeah, definitely. Maybe could be the biggest if maybe Smash 6 they decide to go even more than 86, but
So-
I don't think they will.
It's interesting they have a Ganon on their team in the first place. If you don't know at home, this is the worst character in the game by a very large margin. So, but if you're going to send it in, I think this is not this is not a bad gamble at all, because Mii Brawler does have to get in your face, and that's where Ganon does want you. It's still a terrible matchup, and Green Spyro will probably still have this, but.
Yeah, this is one thing with the Ganon. Me and Ari were talking about the first two games. Is we kept, or me specifically, I kept going like, well, who are you going to throw the Ganon up against? Because all of the matchups are going to be bad, and you just got to like pick and choose which one's going to be the worst one.
In theory, supposedly the best matchup you can throw it in is to Lucario, because that's supposedly even. I don't know.
Even?
Yeah,
Interesting.
Because Ganon can kill and kind of maybe outbox, and just get that kill before Lucario really has the time to be able to even rev up, really. I don't know if I believe that, because I
Ooh,
personally
good
think
first kill
that,
there.
finds the shot puts, and yep. The main reason why Ganon's the best character, he is the best worst character there's ever been for the Smash Bros. Series, because all his moves still function as intended. Has two terrible moves that like you shouldn't use for the most part, but they do function as intended. But the biggest reason he's terrible is that recovery. You put the whole game plan, the biggest thing we told Nolan Bull, who got kind of, well, we can give it up. He got kind of destroyed the first game. Although it was from a few basic errors, it wasn't that bad. The second game, the biggest thing I might have told him is your whole game plan is throw him off stage. Do not be ashamed about choosing him.
Yeah, like again, I feel like was designed that you kind of have to cheese him because he's just hits so hard that if you don't.
Honestly, his frame, it's so sad. He's just that bad as a character that even if he had a slightly better recovery, his frame rate is not that good. He'd just become like a lower mid-tier like a bunch of the rest of the cast, or maybe mid-tier.
Yeah, I think because Ganon's up B, I know isn't that good, but I can't remember. If you use his side beat, is he just go into free fall then?
Yep.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah. And then if you know the Ganon's going to do that, and you're not behind stocks, you can just body block it, and then you'll both tumble to the ground. And Ganon dies first in his suicide.
He dies first?
Yep. So it's like.
That's crazy. Yeah, and Ganon, maybe one day they'll make Ganon a little, not the worst character.
So,
but
I mean, in the best, this talking about multiple Smash games, but the second most popular Smash game is Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. In that game, he is by far not the worst character. He is a good mid-tier.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought he was still considered like low tier in Melee.
No.
Okay. Melee, I don't know too much about just because. Ooh, there we go.
As we
Great.
said, when you're in the green vortex, the worst thing you can do is panic and try and throw something out, because you will get spiraled.
Yeah, and it's a great start for Ball State now in the third round. Already done with two members of Atlantic Cape, and only lost a stock so far, which is crazy.
Hey.
But what was it? Melee.
Yes.
The Melee, I think about too much with the tier list and stuff, because definitely you see more of the same like top tiers and Melee.
It is a way less balanced game than Smash Ultimate. Because there's characters in that game. Even amongst the characters that are good, there are still moves that just do not function. And then the lower tiers, the not as good characters, they have like one move that functions a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Which, Melee I do love, though. I mean,
yeah, it's a good game. I do enjoy it. If you're a huge Smash follower, this year there's usually like about annual Ultimate versus Melee beef. Naturally, I play both games, but definitely I'm more lean toward Ultimate. Naturally, usually this is started by the Melee players being provocative. Usually, they care about their game. It's a little set. I'm glad they care about their game. They just they're in a rough spot where like they play the old game and everyone else is playing the game they consider not as good. But that is such a tangent that we don't need to talk about.
But
shout Melee.
Go ahead.
They are sending in the Mario, as I figured they'd have to eventually. The plan is here that Green Spiral hopefully just takes at least one stock. I could see him taking more for sure. And then
from the way Green Spiral has been playing, like he's been on point here, and I mean right now he's doing a great job at just keeping Mario on the ledge right now, and just doing a good job at just slowly building up his percent. But I think if he can take the stock first, I think then there's a chance that even I could see him fully taking all Mario stocks here.
That'd be probably the biggest task, the biggest obstacle this team has to offer.
Especially
restocking, well, not three stocking, but try and take out Mario with 3 stocks when you have 2.
Unfortunately, I think
production. That's our production again. So we're going to have to get audio cues from our team as they react to Green Spiral winning or Green Spiral losing. It is sad for those at home because they don't get to view the match, but it is technically better for the team. Though we're up so much that it's like losing a stock at this point probably wouldn't actually be all that bad.
Yeah, it really, I think for it to get bad, just we'd have to lose a lot here, like side by side.
Like realistically, if Green Spiral takes a stock, the Mario takes all of probably Soup Can Sam stocks, and Soup Can Sam only gets 1, then we send in Twerp on Samus and he takes the last one, even losing 2. We're still in a 4 to 3 position, so tall mountain to climb for our opponents here.
Yeah, not really. The Green Spiral did, as the opener was a great decision here for this third round because he really just surprised Atlantic Cape fully, and I don't think they really.
Green Spiral's also smart. I think our team does very good at adapting, both because we get to analyze the other team. I give the advice. Both the matches we've seen in this last 2 weeks are probably going to be 2-1 comebacks. So we analyze the other team, we rearrange our order, I give few matchup notes, and they are very good at adapting. Smart players almost all around. Very good players all around, and it sounds like Green Spiral is finding some up smash cheese, if I were to guess. He loves that move. It's technically not, like the Mario up smash spam that we've seen, or like other smash attack spam we've seen. He does like that, and as you go, it's a bad habit that you should get rid of because you will get punished. So it's I hope that personally, because that would mean, oh darn, he's going back on a little bit of what we've worked on. At the end of the day, I guess if it's working, it can't be too awfully mad. But even better yet, he could just be doing good stuff and with good decisions that we talked about. So oh boy, so we have gotten news that Ball State lost 1 stock and they're in the green vortex.
That is, they're really in there. And then who do we got left? Just the Inkling, right?
Yep, just Inkling. Assuming they decide to go Inkling, they technically have other members. They could do something. And our research did show a Piranha plan in the Corrin, correctly?
Earlier,
could see that.
I was wondering if going into this third game, my prediction actually was that we were going to see the Corrin or the Piranha plant come out instead of the Misor fighter, just because But now I think the chances of that happening are slim. If I was them, I think just go Inkling. What we kept saying when we were down before me is just play your game. That's what I already kept saying. Just gotta play your game.
That's what you gotta do. You still go for slightly riskier stuff, but you don't commit to bad. Like we've seen throughout this match, we saw like the Ganon dude. He really wants that kill. Based on what we saw earlier, whether they were winning or losing, there's a very good chance he would have done that anyway. But I think the fact that they're losing kind of guaranteed that he would go for what's called the wizard kick, his kind of sliding purple kick you see him do along the ground. That's a kill move that you can seal stocks away with. But he did it from... We just kind of predicted he'd do it, and that was not the spot to do it. Believe an expression is that pressure creates diamonds, but it can create sand. It can create a lot of other things. It's not necessarily diamonds.
Yeah, I like that. Like, pressure. They say pressure creates diamonds, but can also create sands. That's, especially. I mean, really create sand here. They're falling like flies just to this green spiral right now. And I think just were able to put that pressure on and continue to put it on throughout these 3 games. I
don't think they saved the replay for that Mario, which but I think the other team may be streaming as well, so we might still have a VOD to look back on and see what happened there. I'd be curious to know. It is
Hopefully.
the Inkling, so it just jumps in with a fair. It's unsafe on shield. Get your grab out of shield, because shield beats attack, and you saw why. Get your little bit of basic damage, and we're already up %.
Yeah, up by a decent amount of % right now. Just kind of doing a good job of getting these little slight hits in, building up that %. I mean, with that one stock, you can't be too out there and careful, even though we've got all the other players backed up behind him. But I know Green Spiral is definitely fiending, I assume, for this 12 stock game of his.
He can do it, for sure. I think this Inkling, even though they have better players, I think has been my favorite to observe amongst their team, because it seems to me they could just be playing natural Inkling, which is fair, but to me they look the most disciplined. So having them as the anchor here may even just be their best shot.
That's really interesting to say, because the Inkling in their first game was always kind of down, but was still able to take it out or take the lead, and was able to eventually take the win in the first game. And I agree. It has to be they're so disciplined and are able to keep their cool. So yeah, I think but Ball State gonna get the first stock off anyway. They're gonna be at Green Spirals at 106%, 108 now. So getting up there, the chances of them living too much longer is slim. But just gonna try and do.
We're seeing Inkling here spaced with that back air. That's a very good move on shield. There's generally the rock paper scissors, of Smash. Shield beats attack, grab beats shield, and
there we go. Yeah, as you were just talking about that, shielded the up smash there.
Yeah,
and
shield beats attack because you just get extra lag when you hit it, for the most part. But that's in Smash Ultimate, at the very least, that becomes a lot less true a lot of the time. It's same with Melee. I am not sure of the rest of the games. I'm 64 Brawl and Smash 4, but for the main 2 games played, there's a lot of exception to the general rule of attack beating shield, and one of them is some moves are just stupid safe on shield, even though it's so negligible extra lag when you hit the shield that doesn't really matter. You can think of Cloud back air. You can think of another good example is that Inkling back air. It's pretty okay on shield, especially when you space it out, like the Inkling was doing there. As said, this Inkling, my favorite. In my opinion, if anyone could make the comeback, it could potentially be him, especially since we look at the results, and the Inkling is the one who did the best versus Twerp in the first round.
Yeah.
The Inkling did less good the second round, given the notes, because I basically said Twerp, you can play more on the ground, space him out. Inkling doesn't have great options versus your charge shot in general.
Yeah,
because there's pretty much no risk at all, really, to throwing out charge shot. Both because Inkling doesn't have the greatest answers, has to really hard commit to the timing of when you find that out to punish you, and also once Inkling gets the punish, it's usually not all that hard to punish. Inkling can kind of struggle to kill a lot of the times.
Yeah, that is one thing I know about Inkling is that struggle to kill, and having to deal with all of that, which is I'm wondering how that's going to kind of affect going to this, because I'm assuming he's going to be going the Game & Watch here instead. You think the Luigi?
I told him the best one for the team is Game & Watch, but at this point it does not really matter. He could
That's
go,
fair.
so long as he doesn't go like any of his pockets. If he goes like any of the characters he's mained. Okay, it seems Toon Link, which is more unfair. I'd say like this is not a bad one because you have a chance to edge guard. Inkling's somewhat evasive, and we can see here the win condition for this Inkling is going to be avoiding Toon Link's aerials at kill percent. Mainly that forward aerial, which will be like a big swipe in the air forward with his sword. That's a really good kill move that Inkling can combo into. Avoiding that, and Inkling could potentially live for quite some time.
Yeah, Toon Link, unfortunately, I feel like doesn't have too many like noticeable like kill moves out there, but forward air is definitely one you got to watch out for.
Forward air
and back throw is one I always feel like you got to watch out for, especially because Toon Link's got the chain grab, so it can reach out a little bit farther too. So, which a lot of people forget about with some of the links since they took that away from the regular Link.
Finds the anti-air with an up smash, and as you're saying, when I'm saying you can live for a while, that may be exaggeration, because part of what the argument that Tink has for being the best Link is he has the most easy to find raw kill power. For young Link, he has decent kill power, but you gotta do long combos into it. Whereas Toon Link, you saw that forward tilt, that's super quick, decently powerful, decently hard to punish too.
I feel like that can be hard to punish. It
covers a lot of area when the opponent's on the ledge too. That up B you just saw there, it's a kill move. And you can do that out of shield versus a lot of moves. So it makes even just trying to hit Toon Link's shield somewhat dangerous. Again, comparing to Young Link. Young Link also has a dangerous up B out of shield, but in a different way since it's a combo starter into his up air.
Yeah, Young Link's uppy is just, I feel like it's just a little bit different. Definitely, I think not as dangerous as Toon Link's.
Yeah, it's like way scarier.
But right now, yeah, speaking of the scary Toon Link, the Inkling is having a tough time really closing it out. I think he lost that first stock, and then I think he just decided, okay, I'm just going to kind of play the long bomb game here, just kind of throw my projectiles out. Gotta get hit by that roller and lose that second stock there, but the Inkling is at 130%. Ooh, that up air, surprise.
If he chose fair, that was game. But like, it wanted to play it a little safe, not commit too much. No reason to really, or need to.
And now, a lot of stuff will kill here. Just has to find out the right situation to really use those moves in.
Yeah. This is the difficult part. Back throw should do it here. Yep.
And there we go, closing out the third game and the win for Ball State there with just a nice Toon Link back throw. And here we go, yeah.
Big ups to the boys. Bringing it home for Ball State. Chirp, chirp.
Of course, birds on top, we always like to say. And yeah, that was great. Just a nice 2-1 victory there for Ball State, reverse sweep. I don't know if we're going to go into, I believe we have some highlights that we're going to go into just of the match. And then yeah, just a great match all around from everyone there. Alpine Cape had a great roster that just was really gave Ball State run for the money, especially in that first round there, or first game. But yeah, Ball State just, as we were talking about, just did their homework and really just was able to adapt really well to every little moment. I think that really showed it in when it mattered. But here we go. Those are those highlights we have here. So nice, yeah, just roll kill there for that Inkling was great. Yeah, just doing a great job of playing around. I was so glad we were able to see Sukan Sam do one of those nice combos with the side of the Aura Sphere. One, because we're just talking about that early on in the stream, but two, as I played a little bit of Lucario, and I just always like to see those. But yeah, nice up smash there from Green Spiral, who did a great job, and I believe who we will be interviewing today.
Welcome up.
Welcome, yeah. So, how are you doing? Doing good. So you played only in one game of the three, but probably took some of the most stocks, I think. So how was your mentality like going into game 3, especially as you didn't play at all for the first games? Were you like nervous at all since you didn't play? I assumed you had warmed up maybe a little bit beforehand, but were you any nerves at all?
At the start of the match, I was a bit nervous, but going to game 3 kind of got the gist of what I needed to do against each opponent, and got that far.
Talking like that's the mental part, like the emotional part, but like going in, what do you think were the most important things gameplay wise you were looking to do? Game plans.
So my game plan was to play patient and exploit weaknesses. And
how would you say you stay patient, especially like in situations like you get to like that like the their third player, and you still end up getting all 3 of their stocks. Like, how do you stay that patient?
How do I stay that patient?
Mm-hmm. Are you just a patient guy? Or do you have like any techniques or anything?
Just play patient.
Just
I
play
think-
patient.
think something in Smash Ultimate, it is very tempting. It feels so good to press buttons. You can press so many buttons, but Mr. Green Spiral here, part of the green vortex he puts you in is he just lets you put yourself in it and watches you have the fun, and then punishes you for having fun at no fun. Because as soon as you do anything I think is punishable, I'm going to punish you. Now that brings the question, does it feel satisfying to put an entire roster in the green vortex?
Yes.
Oh, heck yeah.
How do you know when the green vortex starts? Is there like a feeling that you get? You're like, okay, it started, or does it?
It's momentum based, I believe.
Could you
Oh.
yeah, sorry, they couldn't hear you.
I feel like it's momentum based.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do well and do better towards the end.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Once they're sucked in, they're
yeah.
going in.
Mhm.
They're continuing to spiral, if you will.
I think that's the best way to put it. Yeah. Well, I don't have any more questions. If you have,
Yeah, anything else you'd like to add before heading off to?
Yeah.
Well, shout out to family and friends watching the stream,
Hey,
and that's pretty much it.
thank you.
yeah, thank you. That was Green Spiral. Great Meat Brawler player. Really close out for the game 3. But that is going to be it for today's stream. Thank you all for watching. That was the ECAC Smash semifinals. Make sure to tune in later this week for tomorrow. We got the production Bed Wars live stream, and on Friday we get the second game showcase live stream. So make sure not to miss those. But I have been Zane, aka Poke Penguin, with me today.
Have been Gallus, aka Galuna. Thanks for coming in.
And also got a shout out to Ari, which I am blanking right now on his gamer tag right now. I'm sorry, what? Boofy. Who was casted games 1 and 2, also did a great job as well. But that has been it for tonight, and we will see you next time.